Ed is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Focus Days are back at Arkansas Tech University. This is your chance to be an ATU student for the day and experience student life firsthand. Plus, you'll be among the very first to enjoy an exclusive behind-the-scenes preview of our brand new Ferguson Student Union before it opens. And we're giving away a $1,000 scholarship. Experience what it's like to be a student in the College of Arts and Humanities on February 13th. Visit atu.edu/focusdays to register for free.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
KCJC Dardanelle, Russellville. Ladies and gentlemen, this is River Country. KCJC.
Welcome back to Stewart Arena here in Greenwood. Lady Cyclones taking the floor. We're about 8 minutes away from tip-off. They'll do the national anthem, all that. So JV game running a little long. The Cyclone JV team led early on, ended up falling behind, made it close, lost 47-42. JV has always kind of different rules. Sometimes they have a running clock. Sometimes they stop the clock and do different things like that. They did both in this game. They had a running clock in the first half, stopping the clock in the second half. So it ran a little longer than normal. Lady Cyclones coming into tonight's game with an 8-10 record, 1-3 in conference play. Again, conference is the only thing that matters. You got to finish in the top 4 in order to qualify for state. The Lady Cyclones picked up a big victory against Siloam Springs at home on Friday night. They won that game 58-50, trailed by as many as 17 in the second quarter, trailed by 15 at the half. It was a 16-0 run in the third quarter. The Lady Cyclones went from 9 down to 5 points up. Remember, we were tied 58-50. Lady Cyclones pick up a big basket, made it 52-50, and then getting the ball back. Of course, everybody talks about the half-court shot, and they should. Less than a minute to go. With the shot clock winding down, Jasmine Garcia hit a shot from just inside the half-court line and beat the buzzer. That was huge, but also it made it a 2-possession game at the time, 55-50. Lady Cyclones hit some free throws down the stretch. Kyra White hit a couple free throws and won the game 58-50. But remember in that 16-0 run in the third quarter, it was a three-point shooting by Kyra White. She hit a couple of threes in that quarter and a big three by Anaya Staswick, who hadn't hit a three all year. She hits one there. She ended up with 7 points in the third quarter alone. Kyra White had 10 points in the third quarter alone. Helped the Lady Cyclones take that lead, end up winning the game, going to 1-3 in conference play. For Greenwood, again, they have struggled early in their non-conference season. They're coming into tonight's game with a 5-10 record. But if you look at the conference, they're 3-1. Again, they have played really tough teams. They've lost to Bentonville, Fayetteville, Nashville, Lake Hamilton. They've had 2 different 4-game losing streaks. That's really un-Greenwood-like when you're talking about girls basketball. But in conference, they beat Van Buren. That was a close game. They lost by, they won by 5 points in that game. Beat Harrison easily, beat Alma, lost to Farmington in a blowout. Farmington beat them by 23 points. And Farmington, folks, they're the real deal. They're the best team in the conference and one of the best teams in the state. Of course, they have that fantastic guard, Easton McCullough, who's got 8 D1 offers last year as a 9th grader, and her mom played at Mississippi State. What did she do against Greenwood? She scored 53 points. And so they ended up beating Greenwood 73-50. Greenwood's kind of been licking their wounds, and they're coming in this game. Last year, they put it on Russellville. They scored 99 points, and they were trying to hit that 100 century mark. They missed 3 shots in the final minute trying to get 100 points against Russellville. They may be trying to score a lot here tonight to try to rectify that loss, forget about that loss as they head into tonight's game. They are 3-1 in conference play. The Lady Cyclones 1-3 in conference play. We need to look at the conference. Farmington and Mountain Home are both sitting undefeated in coming into tonight's matchups 4-0. Greenwood in third place at 3-1. Van Buren's alone at fourth at 2-2. Lady Cyclones just one game behind that. Just one game behind Van Buren. Of course, they did lose to Van Buren, but they'll get a return trip at home. Harrison and Alma each at 1-3. Silent Springs is at 0-4. Tonight's matchup, Mountain Home at Farmington, that's huge. And so in girls action, somebody's going to be 4-1, and somebody's going to be 5-0. But they play at Farmington. Harrison's at Silent Springs. Van Buren is at Alma. Now, almost all the conference games for Friday night have been moved to Thursday night. And so if you have on your calendar the Lady Cyclones and Cyclones hosting Farmington at Cyclone Arena on Friday, that's been moved to Thursday. There will be no JV games, so everything will be on time. The girls will tip off at 6, the boys at 7:30. This is because of expected bad weather. I think we could get the games in, but it's the teams traveling back home because it's not just finishing our game before the weather hits. It's the fact that Farmington, for instance, has to go 2.5 hours back home in a bus. And you've got other people that are doing that also. Van Buren going to Harrison that night, Alma to Mountain Home. So to save that, everybody's kind of moved their games in the 5A West from Friday to Thursday night. We'll be reiterating that throughout tonight. We're going to take another break, come back with more of your pregame show. This is Lady Cyclone Basketball, River Country, KCJC.
At Union Bank, we're more than a place to keep your money. We're your friends and neighbors. Sure, we've got checking and savings and digital banking with all the bells and whistles. So what really sets us apart? We know your name, not just an account number. And we're focused on serving you and our community because just like you, we call this home too. We invite you to discover the Union Way, where relationships matter. Visit us online at gounion.bank. Union Bank, member FDIC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op, it's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
A career in cosmetology is one where your success depends on you. But did you know cosmetology is more than just hair? If you want to do manicures and pedicures only, ask about the Nail Tech program at Arkansas Beauty College so you can provide high-quality manis and pedis to your clients. Arkansas Beauty College is also ACCSC accredited, so financial aid is available to those who qualify. To learn more, call Arkansas Beauty College at 968-3075 today. Earnings are according to the clients you build.
Welcome back. I'm sorry, Stephen. I'm Stephen Berry, our engineer. We're going to have to send it back to you because we're getting ready to do the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. And they've cut off some time, and so we weren't aware of that. So we're going to take a break and come back with the starting lineups and the tip-off. This is Lady Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Russellville. A junior.
She was driving her 7-year-old SUV and everything seemed normal until one rainy day she merged off the highway and the car started sliding. She hydroplaned, she hit 2 road signs, and she ended up in the ditch. And here's the frustrating part. New tires would have cost her $20 to get started. That's it. $20 could have changed everything about that day.
R&R Tire Express, where just $20 gets you started on a safe new set of tires today.
Welcome back. They're turning off the lights here, getting ready to introduce Greenwood Lady Bulldogs. We'll give you the starting lineups first for Russellville. Junior number 5, Jasmine Garcia. Senior number 10, Lizzie Harrison. McKinley Walls, number 14. She's a junior. Senior number 15, Kyra White. And sophomore number 33, Anaya Staswick, who's got a couple starts in the last couple games. That's your starters for Russellville. They're coached by LaShonta Johnson in her 3rd season at Russellville. 8-10 overall, 1-3 in conference play. For Greenwood, they're coached by Ryan Castleman. They're 5-10 overall, 3-1 in conference play. They're going to start off with 6'1" senior number 1, Ashlyn Rose. Senior number 2, Journey Clements. Junior number 10, 5'6", Hallie Fox. Sophomore 5'10", number 30, Ava Craner. And 5'8", senior number 31, Kyla Percy. We mentioned that they are 5-10 overall. Struggled a little bit, lost 5 of their first 6 games, but they've rebounded nicely, of course, just getting ready for conference play. Ryan Castleman in his 2nd season as a head coach for Greenwood. Last year was an interim basis because he took over for Coach James Halitzka, who left over minor health issues without coaching a game at Greenwood. He replaced Clay Reeves. Halitzka had come from Bergman, and he went back to Bergman, took a year off, and I think he's back there head coaching at Bergman with his daughter there. So Castleman, after they removed the interim tag after last year, and gave him the full-time head coaching duties. He's been at Greenwood before, but he's was a head coach at County Line for a long time, at West Stark, was at Greenwood here, came back, was actually coaching junior high boys basketball and golf when they gave him the girls job here. They are introducing the girls for Greenwood right now. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back with a tip-off. This is Lady Cyclone Basketball on River Country KCJC.
Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation provides skilled professional care in a compassionate, supportive, and comfortable atmosphere. Whether it's long-term care, a short-term respite, or 24-hour skilled nursing, Stella Manor offers compassionate, professional support in a comfortable, family-like setting. With a full therapy program, hospice partnerships, and director-led activities every day, your loved one receives care that goes beyond the basics. Call or visit today to see the difference compassion makes at Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation.
Welcome back. The Lady Cyclones wearing all black uniforms with red numbers, no white trim on them at all. The Greenwood Lady Bulldogs in their home whites with navy blue. Ready to jump center will be Ava Craner, the 5'10 sophomore, and Anaya Staswick, sophomore for us. Let's check that. It's going to be Kyra White, the senior, jumping center for the Lady Cyclones. We're sitting opposite the Bulldog and with the visiting folk who made their trip from Russellville. Kyra White's going to win the opening tip. Lady Cyclones will have it. Now, Greenwood likes to trap a lot on defense. They also like to run this 1-3-1. That's really tough to defend once you get in their half-court offense. Castleman could have changed what they wanted to do, but we'll see. As we start, though, banking in a 3 is McKinley Walls for the Lady Cyclones, and Russellville up 3-0. They're going to try to answer quickly. A three-pointer from the top of the key, barely grazing the iron there for Greenwood. The Lady Cyclones have it after the rebound by Kyra White. Lady Cyclones have struggled in the series between these two teams. Greenwood has won 15 games in a row against the Lady Cyclones. Russellville missing a 3. Harrison had the rebound, lost it underneath. Looked like a little bit of contact there. Looks like they're going to let him play, at least in the first minute here.
Well, had an open shot there on the 3, and you get it like that, you take it.
Lady Cyclones up 3-0. Cross-court pass comes over to Journey Clements. And they're going to back it out. Lady Cyclones in a zone. Going to leave the corner open. Clements going to back down in there. Miss a 3 there. They missed a couple threes. The rebound comes to Jasmine Garcia of Russellville. That's the best way to get rid of a trap, is you just race down the floor. Quick passes too. Again, we're going to see the 1-3-1. It's really hard to play defense or play offense against because you give up. It's really tough to get those passes. Lady Cyclones had missed a shot there. Greenwood had gotten the rebound, and then a steal by Russellville. Ends up in a two-pointer there by Jasmine Garcia, making it 5-0 Russellville. Greenwood trying to answer with a long shot. Missed that when they got the rebound, but too many interior passes going to be picked off by Garcia for Russellville. Lady Cyclones up 5-0. Jasmine, here comes the trap. She'll feed in the corner to Kyra White. She's calling for somebody to post up. There's nobody there. Bounce pass inside is going to be intercepted by Piercy, and a foul underneath going to be called on the Lady Cyclones. That'll be on Lizzie Harrison, her first. Got to keep her out of foul trouble.
Yeah, the way she's been rebounding the last couple of games, you need her in there.
Well, the way you beat Greenwood, you got to be helped by them a little bit. Cold shooting so far. They are helping us out. Lady Cyclones up 5-0. Faking a three is Piercy. And she'll launch a three. Missed that one, tipped around. Kyra White, another defensive rebound. Best way to stop their press, too, is get defensive rebounds. You know, they're not hitting shots. In the front court, the trap yields a turnover. Craner gets the takeaway. Misses the layup on the drive. The follow won't go by Piercy. Rebound out of bounds. It'll belong to Greenwood. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Lizzie Harrison. That's going to be 2 on her. So we talked about the foul trouble, and now she's going to have to come out with 2 fouls here in the first 2+ minutes. She will check out, and for her will be number 25, Amaya Ely. That hurts to get her in foul trouble. A long 2 missed by Greenwood. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Greenwood. They could have gotten a foul there on Ashlyn Rose, but they did not call it. Russellville will have it, and their first real opportunity to go against this press from Greenwood. Couple passes, Lady Cyclones in the front court. They beat the press. Look at the 1-3-1. They extended out a little bit. We'll catch it in the corner. Trap there. Ball tipped on the pass. Looked like it was taken away. Jasmine Garcia gets it back. Feeds it down the right side of the lane to Amaya Ely. 7-0 Russellville.
Like what Ely did. She broke for the basket, not even putting the ball on the floor. Took it up. Good shot.
There's a drive and a whistle, and no, they're going to, there's the whistle, and tied up basketball. It belongs to Greenwood. I thought I heard a whistle, and I was thinking, oh no, we just picked up a third team foul. Piercy in the lane, had it knocked away, got it back in the corner with Clemens. More close to the wing, missed the 3, long rebound, comes right back to her. Fresh 35. They usually don't use too much of that shot clock. Lady Cyclones double teaming inside the 3-point line, but outside the lane. Piercy trying to draw a foul, not getting it. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Piercy at the top with 13 to shoot. Will shoot a long 3 and airball it. Greenwood can't save it. The ball hit out of bounds. That was from long range.
I'd say that's a good defensive series for the Lady Cyclones, doing a good job.
Yeah,
keeping them to the outside.
Coach Johnson could feel that too. She stood up, started encouraging her defense. The longer it went, you could sense that we were getting momentum there. Here's a trap in the corner. The pass to Kyra White from Walls, feeds it inside to Staswick. She gets the 2 and a timeout by Greenwood. When was the last time we were up 9-0 in this building? It's been a while. They're going to take a timeout. We're going to go to break. 4:08 left to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cyclones up 9-0 over Greenwood. This is Lady Cyclone basketball, River Country KCJC.
West Fraser is looking for skilled electricians to join their team in a role that's more than just a job. It's a career. If you've got experience with 3-phase power, 480-volt systems, and machine controls, West Fraser wants to hear from you. You'll work hands-on, solving real problems and growing with a team that promotes within. Solid day one benefits, competitive pay, and a culture that puts people first. Build your career with West Fraser. Apply today at westfraser.com/careers.
Lady Cyclones leading 9-0 here with 4:08 left to play here in the first quarter. Greenwood calling a timeout there. They're a little shell-shocked a little bit. You know, this is a team that, let's be honest, they ran up the score on us last year. Scored 99, tried to get 100, missed 3 shots in the final minute. It was 99-42. They were running it up last year on purpose. The 3-pointer is going to be blocked out of bounds by Kyra White. Journey Clements, the senior, was wide open there, or at least she thought. And then Kyra come out of nowhere to pick up that block shot. Inbounds pass comes to Maisie Van Laer, who checked in during the timeout. They go to the high post, and Rose had it knocked away, picks it up without a dribble, gets it right side. It appears she's going to travel with the basketball. Had the fake, but then traveled before she started dribbling it. Lady Cyclones will have it on the far side.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call. I mean, it happened right there in front. She wanted to dribble to the basket.
Lady Cyclones in the front court, beating the pressure. Staswick looking inside for Ely, puts it in. Amaya with 4.
You have to like what Ely's doing. She's breaking to that basket, not even going to put the ball on the floor where it can be taken away. She's just putting it up.
11-0, Russellville up. Greenwood leads this series 22-5. Somebody forgot to tell the Lady Cyclones about that. Piercy launching a 3. Missed this one badly, hit the backboard. The follow inside, they'll miss that one. Another rebound by Greenwood. We're going to go to whistle. A foul called on Russellville. This will be the 3rd team foul, and the first one on Jasmine Garcia.
That's her first team foul.
3:09 left to play here in the first quarter. 3 fouls on Russellville, none on Greenwood. They're going to feed it inside, blow a layup from inside. They get the rebound, shot up, partially blocked by Stashwick, out of bounds. It belongs to who? Greenwood. Inbounds pass comes to the top for the Lady Bulldogs. Got away with a double dribble there, but they'll hit the runner in the lane, Piercy, and that's the first basket for Greenwood. Lady Cyclones going inside to Ely. Shot is going to hit the support beam underneath. She was just a little too far underneath the basket. Couldn't hit the backboard. She shot it straight up. It hit the support wires there. Turnover goes back over to Greenwood, or the missed shot, team rebound for the Lady Bulldogs. They're trying to get Piercy open. She's open, but she's thinking about it. Double team now, picked up without a dribble, whistle, and tied up basketball. It'll belong to Russellville on the alternating possession.
That's just good defense over there, double teaming after she had picked up her dribble.
They looked a little shell-shocked. Greenwood still does. 2:25 left to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cyclones up 11-2.
Dangerous pass right there, making a long pass against this defense. Short, quick passes is what we need.
Yeah, it's out of bounds. Lizzie Harrison on the bench for Russellville with 2 fouls. We'll do it again as it was knocked out once again. We're inbounding it in front of Greenwood's bench in the front court. 28 seconds left on the shot clock. Garcia looking inside. The ball goes off of Greenwood out of bounds. And, okay, they're going to say off of us out of bounds. Sure looked like Clements was the last one to touch it, number 2. But neither ref had a good angle. The ref underneath asked for help, and the ref on the side didn't point. He just sort of leaned, and so they'll give it to Greenwood. Call's not going our favor here in the first quarter, but the score is Lady Cyclones leading at 11-2. Piercy will fake a 3. She'll take it baseline, shot up in on the drive, and she hits that one. She's got all 4 of their points, 11-4. Lady Cyclones in the front court, trap, ball knocked in the back court. Russellville retreats to get it. Kyra White on the left wing, 24 seconds to shoot. Garcia getting around the double team in the corner. Here's a 3-pointer by Kyra White, hitting nothing but net. Her first basket of the game. The Lady Cyclones back up by double digits. That's a 10th made 3 by Kyra this season. Left side 3-pointer. Craner trying to answer. She'll miss that one. Rebound. Kyra White coming up with it. That's at least her 3rd defensive rebound here in this first quarter. And now we get the first foul called on Greenwood. Or no, they're going to say out of bounds. Oh, they're saying out of bounds on Russellville. She stepped out.
No, what is?
Okay, the official he never really pointed. I could tell he's trying to give it to Greenwood, but everybody else thought it was Russellville basketball. Everybody else thought it was a foul, to be honest with you. Looked like Jasmine was pushed out, and everybody was thinking that it was a foul on Greenwood, except for him. And so they do get it right. Greenwood, or get what they called. There's a Greenwood with the basketball. They're going to airball a 3. They get the offensive rebound, top of the key. They're going to airball a second 3, and underneath they missed the layup from inside. Shot blocked out of bounds. Lady Cyclones can't get a defensive rebound on this possession, but playing well enough to give up any shots inside. Ashlyn Rose is the one that had it, that missed it from point-blank range on the try. Piercy misses her shot as it was partially blocked. She gets the rebound, puts it up and in. She's got all 6 of their points. Garcia looking at the high post. That's Ely. She'll feed along the wing to Stastwick. Lady Cyclones moving the basketball around. McKinley Walls partially blocked on her drive, and Greenwood comes up with it. Ahead in the front court, Craner, the breakaway shot blocked there by Stastwick, and she comes in to save it. They're going to say she did not reestablish herself and stayed, was not in bounds, and so it'll belong to Greenwood. Underneath the basket, 15.7 seconds left.
I don't think they knew where she was coming from. They thought they had an easy basket.
I'm glad they didn't call the foul on her because she got all ball. I actually blocked it with 2 hands. They go in behind the defense, so they missed the layup once again. They had Craner inside there. Lady Cyclones have it with 3 seconds left. Can they get a shot off? And Stastwick, she can't get the shot off in time. The horn has not sounded, but the clock shows 0.0. They call a traveling violation. Now they're just going to say, okay, it's a done deal. We've come to the end of the first quarter. Lady Cyclones with a 14-6 lead after 1. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
There's just something nice about having a friend in the business. Johnny Story in to visit with you about River Valley Furniture, Russellville. There's a good reason why River Valley Furniture has been in business more than 3 decades. More than likely, you, your mom and dad, or your grandparents have purchased furniture from River Valley Furniture, and now you have that same opportunity to check out their new Ashley Home Store, Highway 331. River Valley Furniture, south of high prices. If you find water leaking from your ceiling, it's important that you take immediate action to avoid further damage to your home. Leaking roofs never fix themselves or get better on their own, so even if the leak isn't that bad yet, you should get it fixed now. Call Miller Roofing Company. They've been serving the River Valley since 1991 with a reputation for superior work and reliability. So before that leak gets worse, call Miller Roofing Company, 890-3499 to set up an inspection.
Welcome back for the Lady Cyclones. They lead at 14-6. 5 different players scoring for Russellville in that first quarter. 4 points from Ely. Everybody else with 3 or 2. A couple of threes by Russellville. McKinley Walls and Kyra White hit a 3. Garcia and Stastwick each with a 2. All 6 points for Greenwood by Kyla Piercy. No fouls called on Greenwood in the first quarter. Not a single one. Lady Cyclones were in foul trouble with 2 fouls on Lizzie Harrison. Now Greenwood will miss a 3 to start the quarter, and they'll get the offensive rebound, put it up. That was no good. Ely the rebound for Russellville. It's Ely, Walls, White, Garcia, and into the game for the first time is Chloe Gardner, number 3. She did not see action in the first quarter. She was tied up in the front court. Alternating possession stays with Russellville as Greenwood got it to start the second quarter. Chloe Gardner to Kyra White, who hits the 10-footer. Kyra's got 5 points. It's a 10-point lead for Russellville. Who would have thought this? You got to enjoy it right now. Lady Cyclones up by 10 on Greenwood. There's a drive down the right side. Piercy's got all 8 of their points. But every time they've scored, Lady Cyclones have answered. There's a drive by Jasmine Garcia. This one rolls off the iron, and now whistle and a tied-up basketball as Ely took a tumble and hit her head on the floor. Good to see her pop back up. And Stastwick will come in, and they're going to take Ely out just to check on her.
She seems to be okay.
Yeah. 16-8 our score. The Lady Cyclones with the lead. They're going to work the high post with Rose. Kicks it back out. Top of the key three-pointer and misses this one. Rebound underneath. This is Craner. She'll miss from inside. They are absolutely cold, and we're enjoying it right now. Gardner in the front court for the Lady Cyclones. Will hit the trailer. That's Garcia. Jasmine needs some help. She fires it toward the right block to Stashwick. Garner with it back to Anaya. She'll dribble out to the three-point line, expecting to be open. Her pass down in the corner goes off the hands of Chloe, out of bounds. Lady Cyclones up by 8 right now on the Lady Bulldogs. All of their 8 points by 31. Kyla Piercy is shooting a lot of threes, but every single one of them has been in the lane. And she has it up to the top right now. We'll get it right side. They'll launch a three there. Missed that one. They're getting closer. Not as many air balls. They airballed 3 threes in that first quarter. And this one goes out of bounds. I thought they tried to save it and stepped out, but they said it was out initially on Russellville.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we're not getting any calls here. We're still waiting on Greenwood's first foul, and we're 5:50 left to play in the first half. There's a foul called on Russellville. A block shot there on Rose. They're going to make her earn it from the free throw line. Kyra White picks up her first.
This is the first free throw in the game.
Ashlyn Rose will miss this one. A little flat on that shot. First foul called on Russellville in this quarter. Reset the fouls at the end of each quarter. Lizzie Harrison on the bench with 2 fouls. Garcia has a foul. Rose hits 1 of 2. This is the closest they've been in a while, Greenwood. They trail Russellville by 7, 16-9. Garcia in the front court. Has it. Her pocket pick there by Piercy. Coming in left side. She'll hit the layup. She's got 10 of their 11 points. They've scored 5 in a row. 16-11. Lady Cyclones lead by 5. Chloe Gardner will pass on the 3, drives down the lane, and now we get the first foul called on Greenwood with 5:21 left to play in the first half.
Foul number 30, Ava Craner.
This is on Ava Craner, her first.
At the line, shooting 2, Chloe Gardner.
And Chloe will go to the line to shoot a couple here. It's the first, 56% from the free throw line this season. She'll hit them both. That'll help the average. 18-11. Lady Cyclones lead back up to 7. Greenwood has beaten Russellville 15 times in a row. Lady Cyclones have had a 3-game winning streak against Lady Bulldogs. Actually won 5 out of 6 in a span of 6 games. I want to talk to you halftime a little bit about the last time Russellville won against Greenwood. Lady Cyclones get a steal. Garcia trying to go coast to coast, missed the layup. Rebound, there's a scramble for it. And let's see, still no whistle yet. And now they're going to say a tied up basketball. Really looked like nobody to tie up. Usually you have to have people on both sides with it, but nobody really seemed to get the handle on the basketball. They're going to call it a held ball, and it'll belong to Russellville. They don't reset the shot clock, which they shouldn't. It's at 30 right now. Kyra White, again, that 1-3-1. It's always that top defensive player that's tough to deal with. It's tough to throw around, and she found it out there. She threw it in the corner. It was intercepted. You're almost passing blindly there. And in the lane, ball lost out of bounds there by Piercy. I could not tell if she was trying to pass it or trying for an acrobatic shot, but she just lost it.
Yeah, she turned completely around, but that's a good call by the official.
Yeah, don't bail them out with a foul there. 7-point lead for the Lady Cyclones. Garcia gets it to McKinley Walls way up top. Jasmine beats her man, pulls up on the drive. It will not hit the 10-footer. Gets a rebound, goes to the floor, but kept her feet kept the dribble alive, kicks it out. Gardner misses the 3 for Russellville, and Greenwood the rebound. I don't know how Garcia kept from traveling with the basketball, but great play by Jasmine to give us an extra shot at it. 3-pointer by Greenwood will miss. Percy the rebound. She'll miss the follow inside, out of bounds. It belongs to Russellville. Piercy for the Lady Bulldogs with 10 of their 11 points. They're going to bring in some substitutions. Trinity Spicer, number 12, into the game, and number 4, Spicer Fowler. Russellville with a 7-point lead and the basketball. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Here's McKinley Walls who will drive to the hoop. Missed it as she was nudged there, and they'll call the foul on Greenwood. That's going to be on Spicer, who just checked in, the senior for Greenwood. Her first, team second. McKinley will go shoot 2. Our second trip to the line, her first. She's 67% on the season, 14 of 21. First free throw rims out. Russellville's games against Farmington on Friday has been moved to Thursday. It'll be a YouTube games only. The radio will be playing Arkansas Tech basketball on KCJC, so we'll have it for you here on our Cyclone Booth YouTube channel. Big games for the boys and girls hosting Farmington Thursday night. All the games in the conference being moved to Thursday because of the expected bad weather late Friday night. Walls making 1 of 2. Lady Cyclones leading it 19-11 in the front court for Greenwood. The entry pass was intercepted by Kyra White. Lady Cyclones can go back up by double digits for a 4th time if they can get some points here. McKinley Walls backing it back out. She'll take it left side, sees the double team. Her pass, tried to kick it out. It was deflected. It's a 2-on-0 and a wide open layup for Piercy. She seems to be the only person for Greenwood that can actually hit anything. She's the only person for Greenwood that's hit a field goal. Lady Cyclones answering quickly there by Chloe Gardner.
Yeah, Gardner got behind all the defense. Good passing to her.
Yeah, she hits her first field goal of the game. She's got 4. Lady Cyclones up 21-13. Piercy, another runner in the lane. She's been the only reason Greenwood has stayed in the game. She has 14 of their 15 points. The Lady Cyclones throw it away in the front court. Russellville leading at 21-15. It's been a while since they've been any closer than this, Greenwood. They're trailing by 6, and they have the basketball. Lady Cyclones started on an 11-0 run and really never looked back. Rose feeds it to Piercy. She'll pass on the 3. Driving inside, drives around 2 players, missed the shot. That was close to being an up and down. It barely grazed the backboard, so she came down with the offensive rebound and the foul on Russellville. This is going to be on Chloe Gardner, her first, and they'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's about 3 times that she's done that, and what we're going to have to do is get in position to get that defensive rebound.
She'll miss the first free throw with 2:28 left to play in the first half. Clements will check back in for Greenwood. Waiting the second free throw. This one good. She hits 1 of 2. 21-16, the Lady Cyclones with the lead. White in the front court. Lady Cyclones almost threw it away in the backcourt, able to collect it. Jasmine Garcia beating 2 defenders. Gets it on the left side. It was almost thrown away. Kyra White. She'll throw it in the backcourt. Got to go chase it down. We're not. They're going to collect it for the easy layup. And just like that, it's a 3-point game.
Well, just a bad pass.
Well, also, I think we thought it was just going to be, them getting the ball inbounds. You got to go get it because it makes them inbounded. Otherwise, it turns into that, a breakaway layup. Lady Cyclone lead down to 3. Gardner splitting a double team. Will kick it back out. Jasmine Garcia, right side, will miss the 3. Ball tipped around. Gardner with the rebound for Russellville. An extra possession here. Kyra White, they're giving her the baseline. She'll drive past, tip picked up by Chloe. She'll miss from inside, and Greenwood can tie it with a 3 as they get the defensive rebound. They almost threw it away. Under a minute and a half to go here in the first half. 21-18, the Lady Cyclones leading. A missed 3 from the top of the key that would have tied it. Garner comes away with the rebound for Russellville. Her pass in transition is caught in the front court by McKinley Wall. She's going to slow it up. No reason to rush here. Now whistle and a foul. We've been looking for this one. That's going to be on Kyla Piercy, not just on her, but that trap that they do way out there, looking for the reach. And that's her first and the team's 3rd for Greenwood.
Yeah, you can see her. She reached around from the back and right in front of the official.
Lady Cyclones will inbound it here. Fresh 35. The minute 2 left. And a steal by Greenwood. In the front court is Piercy. Stop and go on the drive. Gets it inside to Rose, and she'll miss from inside. Lady Cyclones have it in transition. Chloe Gardner, and they're going to call a held basketball to belong to Greenwood. Greenwood wanted a walk. We wanted a foul and get the jump ball call. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Left side three-pointer by Clements is an air ball. It's at least their fourth air ball of the game. Shot clock turned off. We're going to get it with 26 seconds left.
Just take our time. Come down.
If we don't score, fine. We're going to go in the locker room with a 3-point lead. If you shoot it, don't shoot it early unless you got a wide open layup is what I say. Garcia swings around left side. We're going to shoot the three from the corner. That one misses. Rebound, going to roll out of bounds. And big Greenwood basketball with 9.5 to go. Got to play good defense. You don't want this lead to go away before the end of the first half. Just be a momentum boost if we could take a lead into the locker room. I know Greenwood, they're going to try to get an open three. Piercy at the top of the key. Backs it back out. Will launch a long three on the buzzer and miss. We've come to the end of the first half. The Lady Cyclones lead at 21-18. We're going to take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
The Russellville School District is seeking bus drivers. Route drivers start at $30.38 per hour. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. RSD is also looking for trip and shuttle drivers, earning $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event, and bus monitors for $15 per hour. Drivers and monitors can receive teacher retirement, and drivers are eligible for insurance. RSD is a registered training site if you don't have your CDL. Apply online at the RussellvilleSchools.net transportation page.
Since 1971, Sorrell's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrell's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment and highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrell's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrell's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones.
Basketball season is finally here, and QC Training in Russellville is where players go to rise above the competition. Coach Quentin builds stronger, quicker, more explosive athletes with focused strength work, sharp footwork training, and the discipline every great player needs. If you're serious about making the roster, getting more court time, or becoming the player coaches can't ignore, this is your gym. Visit QCTrainingFitness.com or find QC Training LLC on Facebook to sign up. Spots fill fast. Lock in your future today.
Running a business, a household, or just everyday life can be hectic. The last thing you want to have to think about is banking. At First State Bank, we focus on providing you the financial tools and exceptional service you need so you can focus on what really matters. Whether it's managing your business from the sidelines or making life run a little smoother with convenient and flexible financial solutions, we've got your back. Give back to business and life. We'll take care of the rest. First State Bank.
Here we are at Greenwood halftime with a score, Lady Cyclones 21, the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs 18. And we started off with a 14-6 first quarter lead, and we let them come back on us. We scored 7 in that quarter. They scored 12, so we're going to have to tighten our defense. Greenwood, the Lady Bulldogs, I know this is going to sound strange to some people. They're 0 of 16 from the three-point line, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, whereas the Lady Cyclones are 2 of 7 from the three-point line, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. We've done a great job playing defense and getting those defensive rebounds. Where we're hurting right now is in that second quarter, we let them get in there and they started getting some offensive rebounds. We can't do that. We're going to have to get in position and be prepared to take that defensive rebound. On offense, we have got to go for that offensive rebound, and we've got to watch our passes. We had 10 turnovers in that first half where Greenwood had 7. A lot of those turnovers were passing. We're not taking our time and making quick, sharp passes, whether it be a bounce pass or directly to our teammate, but we cannot just toss the ball. We have got to pass it hard and straight keep them from intercepting it. But a good first half for the Lady Cyclones.
Well, you can't bank on the fact that they're going to be 0 for 16 from three-point line again. I mean, you hope that. But they've been ice cold, not just from the three-point line, but from inside. And I mean, they are missing layup after layup, and not just missing threes, but airballing at least 4 threes in that first half. Again, you hope that continues, but you don't know if it will. They have, get this, Greenwood has 18 points. 17 of them have been scored by Kyla Piercy. She's the only player that's hit a field goal. Ashlyn Rose has 1 point. That's it. They have been ice cold in the game. But that's their leading scorer, 17 for Piercy. For the Lady Cyclones, it's spread out. 6 players scoring the 21 points for Russellville. 5 points for Kyra White. She leads the way. 4 each for Chloe Gardner and McKinley Walls. And 4 points for Amaya Ely. 2 points for Jasmine Garcia and 2 for Anaya Staswick. Lizzie Harrison in foul trouble with 2 fouls. She picked up a couple fouls within about the first 3 minutes of the ball game. Nobody else with more than 1 for either team other than Lizzie Harrison. We're going to take a break, come back with more of your halftime show. The Lady Cyclones leading at 21-18 here at the half against Greenwood. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Johnny Story in with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Focus days are back at Arkansas Tech University. This is your chance to be an ATU student for the day and experience student life firsthand. Plus, you'll be among the very first to enjoy an exclusive behind-the-scenes preview of our brand new Ferguson Student Union before it opens. And we're giving away a $1,000 scholarship. Experience what it's like to be a student in the College of STEM on January 30th. Visit atu.edu/focus days to register for free.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
At Union Bank, we're more than a place to keep your money. We're your friends and neighbors. Sure, we've got checking and savings and digital banking with all the bells and whistles. So what really sets us apart? We know your name, not just an account number. And we're focused on serving you and our community because just like you, we call this home too. We invite you to discover the Union Way, where relationships matter. Visit us online at gounion.bank. Union Bank, member FDIC.
Boy, as ice cold as Greenwood has been, it seems like every time that Russellville has needed a basket, they've gotten it. Russellville only with 21 points in this first half, but they lead it by 3, 21-18. Kyra White hitting a baseline jumper exactly when we needed it. McKinley Walls up 3 exactly when we needed it. Things like that happening to lead to this 3-point lead. And other scores in the 5A West, Farmington did have a 3-point lead when we went to break. They lead it now by 8. 32-24 over the Mountain Home Bombers. That game's being played at Farmington with about 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now Farmington is Russellville's next opponent for boys and girls action. Again, that game was set for Friday. It's going to be moved to Thursday of this week, so at Cyclone Arena. No JV games, so the game should be on time. The girls will tip off at 6 o'clock, the boys afterwards at about 7:30. Again, this Thursday night at Cyclone Arena. We're still at the half. The Lady Cyclones are leading it over Greenwood. They led the entire way. 3 different times led by double figures. Started the game off with 11-0 run, and they've led the entire way of this first half, 21-18. We're going to take a final break, be back with the second half. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on River Country, KCJC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op, it's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you've put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Ready to shape your future? At Arkansas Beauty College, a career in cosmetology
Stop
means
the
your
clock,
success
Nick.
is in your hands. And with their hands-on ACCSC accredited
without the
programs,
radio,
you'll
probably,
have the skills and confidence to
because
build a
they,
thriving beauty business. Plus, with financial
media
aid
friendly
available
here.
to those who qualify, your dreams are closer than ever. Imagine a future where your earnings grow with every new client you build. It's never too late to start your new career. Call Arkansas Beauty College at 968-3075 today.
Back to action here at Greenwood. Lady Cyclones lead at 21-18. Lizzie Harrison back in the game. Shot blocked out of bounds. They stopped the clock on us during halftime. We had it timed out to make sure we had about a minute left to talk, but they stopped the clock and started halftime or the second half early, but that's okay. We didn't miss any scoring. Lady Cyclones leading by 3 with the basketball as they got it to start the second half because of the alternating possession. Inbounds pass comes up top to Jasmine Garcia. Shot was blocked out of bounds, so the shot clock did not reset. Tried to pass it. It's tipped away by Greenwood. Gets it left side, McKinley Walls. She'll miss a 3 there. And banked in a 3 to start the game and almost banked in a second one, but misses that one. Greenwood with the rebound. Greenwood driving inside. This is Piercy. Missed the left-handed jumper. Rebound. It goes to the floor, picked up. They'll miss the follow. And there's Kyra White with the rebound for Russellville. Boy, she cleaned up the defensive glass in the first half and picking up where she left off here in the third quarter.
Good job. She had position for that. Very strong rebound.
Staswick open, left side, will not shoot the 3. For Russellville, McKinley Walls, a runner in the lane. Off the backboard a little too hard. Had a rebound. She's going to be knocked to the floor. This is going to be on Piercy, I believe. If so, it'll be her second. And the first foul on Greenwood. It is.
Boy, it'd be good if we could get her out of the game with some fouls.
It'll be number 2 on here, and the Lady Cyclones score off the inbounds pass.
Yeah, that was Harrison. Little jump shot from the side there. Did a good job.
Her first basket of the game. Lady Cyclones up by 5. Russellville not trailed in this game. Last time Russellville, well, hang on a second. Here's a steal by the Lady Cyclones. Jasmine Garcia with the layup. She's got 4. And Lady Cyclones back up by 7. Long pass down to Greenwood. They're going to go inside. Ball tipped away. Kyra White knocked it away. Can she pick it up? She dives on the floor, and a timeout called by Coach LaShonta Johnson. It was going to be a tied-up basketball. Good heads-up play by the coach, and the first timeout called by Russellville. We're going to keep it right here. It's just a 30-second timeout. The last time the Lady Cyclones beat Greenwood was back in 2018. It was a 5th victory against Greenwood. It was Carter Murphy that banked in a long 2 with 0.7 seconds left. Lady Cyclones won the game 43-41. Z McAllister hit a 3. Anna Myers got a big steal, and Z hit a layup. 5 points for her in the final minute. But it was Carter Murphy banking in that long 2. The Lady Cyclones actually won 5 out of 6 against Greenwood, including 3 in a row. But that was the last victory. Since then, Greenwood's won 15 in a row against Russellville.
Russellville's ball, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And after the timeout, we have 4 left. They have 4 left. They took 1 timeout in the first half, Greenwood did, during that 11-0 run. Going to inbound it deep in the backcourt to Jasmine Garcia. Being hounded there and loses the handle on it because Piercy, looked like Piercy could have been called for a foul there. They let it go. Lady Cyclones in the front court. Kyra White, her defender, slipped a little bit. Did not take advantage of it. She tried to get it to McKinley Walls here on the left side, but the pass was out of bounds. 42-24 the score. Farmington leading Mountain home. It was a 3-point game with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Farmington has opened it up a little bit. Piercy is going to be called for a jump ball or travel. It's going to be
jump ball.
Jump ball. Greenwood will have it underneath. Don't reset the shot clock. It's at 27.
I think that was Harrison that tied her up, wasn't it?
I think you're right. Inbounds pass coming up top. Greenwood going to take a long three, and this one hits the iron. Long rebound coming to the Lady Bulldogs. They're getting a lot of offensive rebounds. They haven't made good on very much of it. A long two. That one missed. Rose again here with the offensive rebound for Greenwood. And they'll pick it up. Clements won't shoot that one. Piercy on the drive. She'll miss that one. Rose again had the rebound. Russellville had the steal, but a whistle and a foul called on the Lady Cyclones. This is going to be on Jasmine Garcia, her second.
Jasmine Garcia, that's her second person.
Didn't see it, but I guess they're closer to it than I am.
Well, the official saw the backside of the play, but Garcia says, you take the steal away from me, I'm going to steal the inbounds pass. So she steals it for Russellville. The Lady Cyclones in the front court. Kyra White needing help. She doesn't have a dribble. She'll get it over to Garcia. Jasmine, crossover, drives to the free throw line, pulls up from 15, misses that one. Rebound, Piercy, and whistle and a foul in transition. And this is going to be on who? This is going to be on
Garcia.
Jasmine? Yeah, it's going to be 3 on her then.
She's a little bit out of control there trying to go for the ball. She's going to have to watch that. She's got 3 fouls now.
And Coach Johnson saying, she's pointing down there, and she's saying you're not going to call it this side. And the official now taking time to talk to her. Okay, now he's telling all the other officials that she's been warned. Don't give her a technical. Lady Cyclones up by 7. Come on, don't give her a technical here. And he told the other officials and told the press row that she has been warned, but she's saying that, hey, it's not being even on both sides. You can tell she's pointing down there. There's a foul down there. It's not the foul here, and that's what she's upset about. Lady Cyclones, after a missed shot by Greenwood, tied up basketball. They will get the alternating possession here. The possession arrow here showed the wrong direction. It is Russellville's, and they do get that called right. Russellville leading at 25-18. Will miss a 3 from the left side. That was Walls with the missed 3. Rebound comes to the Lady Bulldogs. Under 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Lady Cyclones leading it by 7. Led the entire way. Rose tries to go inside to Piercy, and it's thrown away. Kyla Piercy has 17 of their 18 points. Substitution coming in. Chloe Gardner for Russellville replacing Staswick.
You know, I can see that argument that Johnson's making because you and I have kind of noticed some calls that just do it at both ends of the court.
Well, they're playing more aggressive. Usually the more aggressive team has more fouls, but they don't. In fact, they did not get a foul called in the first quarter. Their first foul was called with 5:21 left in the second quarter. And I think it's just been boiling a little bit on Coach Johnson. Russellville turned the ball over on a traveling violation. Greenwood inbounding it in the backcourt. 4:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones, a block shot from inside. They're going to call a foul on Kyra White. Kyra got the block shot to the deck, will be Ava Craner, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And now Kyra's got 2 fouls. Fouls starting to mount up a little bit for Russellville. 2 fouls on Kyra, 2 fouls on Harrison, 3 fouls on Garcia. Craner to the free throw line will hit the first free throw. And Staswick will check in, replacing Harrison. She'll miss the second, but the rebound coming to Greenwood, Ashlyn Rose. 25-19. They go inside here. Pass knocked away as we had the double team put on them on the baseline. Lady Cyclones have it on the steal in the front court. Faking a 3 is Chloe Gardner. She'll take a baseline, and let's see. Made the layup. They're going to call a double dribble on Chloe Gardner. And on the drive on the baseline, so wipe out the layup on that. Lady Cyclones with a 6-point lead, but Greenwood has it in the front court.
I thought Chloe might have stepped out of bounds.
I thought that's what they were going to call too. So I wasn't looking at the at the dribble. Top of the key three-pointer by Piercy hits. That's their first made three of the game. You had said they were 0 of 16 in the first half. Piercy makes this one. Pass tipped in the front court, and it goes off of Greenwood, out of bounds. (25-22). The Lady Cyclones lead is down to 3. Russellville's led the entire way. And Greenwood with the steal in the front court. Pass ahead. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Greenwood. Good job by Jasmine Garcia. She actually threw it off the back of Kyla Piercy. What a play there by Jasmine.
Jasmine's playing with 3 fouls.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. That she's playing aggressive but doing it smartly. She gets the pass around the double team. Gardner gets it through the zone on the right side, missing a 3, and let's see, ball's going to get close to out of bounds. A player down for Russellville. McKinley Walls has got a twisted ankle. They need to stop this because Greenwood's not on the move. They're going to let it go. On the drive, they'll miss the shot from inside. Whistle foul called on Russellville. If they're not on fast break, they should have stopped the game because Russellville had a player down.
Number 15, Kyra White. That's her third.
And that's on Kyra White. Whistles for her third personal foul, and I really think they should have stopped the game. Usually you stop it if one team's not on a fast break. I don't know what they're calling here. They're now meeting. They're calling it technical.
Technical foul on number 15, Kyra White.
And they're calling a technical foul on Kyra White. And that's going to be 4 personal on her. So she picks up the blocking foul, which is 3, and a technical foul, which is 4. Well, they're going to get helped back in this game because Greenwood could take the lead for the first time if they can hit free throws. And Piercy, who was 1 of 2 from the line, will hit the first. This is the foul first that they called. I think Russellville was frustrated because they didn't stop the game. Russellville had a player with a turned ankle, and Greenwood was not on a fast break, and she was trying to crawl and get off the floor. Piercy missed the second. She'll hit the third. These are the technical free throws. And this game's tied. The last time it was tied was 0-0. And it's now tied 25-25, and Greenwood gets the basketball. So they get 4 free throws plus the ball. It erases the 3-point lead that Russellville did have. Tough going for Russellville. They're already in foul trouble, and now partially blocked shot. Piercy gets her own rebound. Whistle foul underneath. This is going to be on Russellville, and the 5th foul on the Lady Cyclones. So it's an automatic 2 shots, and she might have been shooting anyway. I didn't see who the foul was called on.
33.
Okay. That's on Staswick, her first. One of the few that's not in foul trouble. Kyra White with 3 fouls, 2 on Harrison, 3 on Garcia, and Greenwood with that made free throw has taken the lead for the first time tonight. They hit both of them. They got that stupid Mario thing for made free throws. Staswick gets it left side. Chloe Gardner will miss the 3. Rebound. Garcia underneath. Gives an extra life for Russellville. Jasmine near the corner. Needs some help without a dribble. And now a timeout called by Coach LaShonta Johnson. We'll take it with her. Try to sort through all this. 2:48 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones trail by 2. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
KCJC Dardanelle, Russellville. Ladies and gentlemen, this is River Country. KCJC.
Greenwood with the lead, 27-25. They did that because of free throws with the foul on Kyra White, the technical foul on Kyra White. So 2 more free throws on the foul on Anaya Staswick. Going 5 of 6 from the free throw line, Piercy has given Greenwood a 2-point lead, 27-25. Their first lead of the game. Lady Cyclones started the game up 11-0. They led by double digits 3 different times. 11 was their largest lead. Lady Cyclones calling a timeout there. They have 3 left. The inbounds pass comes on the right wing. The official got frustrated with Russellville, and he just put the ball down and started counting. In the corner, Garner will not take the 3. Looking inside for Harrison, and intercepted there. Rose was able to step through and get the steal. Piercy, the drive, hits the layup.
Piercy for 2.
4-point lead for Greenwood. And now traveling violation on Kylie White. It's the first time we've seen Kylie. Comes in the third quarter. Traveling violation going over to the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, we got to slow down. We got to play our game. I know it's highly emotional right now, but we've got to get our head back in the game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, let's be honest there. And it's a 10-0 run, make it 13-0 run. A 3-pointer by Journey Clements. And look, this is the first field goal made by Greenwood by anybody not named Kyla Piercy. 32-25, a 7-point lead, and a whistle and a foul called on Russellville. And we'll wait and see who the foul's on. This is going to be Jasmine. That'll be her 4th.
That's her 4th person.
Well, she did take a swipe at the ball. They're going to call you if you do that.
And he's shooting 2 here. Last time they huddled and ended up calling a technical foul on Russellville. They started to huddle again. I'm glad they didn't. This is going to be Piercy shooting. She scored all but 4 points for Greenwood. That's her 29th point right there. She's made all the field goals but 1, that last 3 by Journey Clements, and she makes 2 free throws here, 34-25. 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones down 34-25. Just like that's a 9-point lead. Lady Cyclones got to get hot from the outside. They'll miss a 3 there. Ball tipped around a couple times, and let's see, whistle, foul called on Greenwood. Is it on Greenwood or, yeah.
The foul's on number 31.
And that's going to be on Piercy. She thought it was on Garcia. She was walking the other side, getting ready to play offense. That's number 3 on her, and the second team foul on the Lady Bulldogs.
I'm really
surprised. It wasn't going to be shooting because on a loose basketball like that, but she was going down there to shoot free throws, I believe. Garcia throws it off of Greenwood in the backcourt. You're saying pick it up? Yeah, it's a free basketball back there. Garcia, and now a timeout called by Coach Johnson, who saw Russellville in the backcourt, and you got the 10-second count to worry about. So the Lady Cyclones will use a timeout to try to save possession here. They trail 34-25. We'll take a break with 1:36 left to play here in the third. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Feel Right Autoplex, we want your car. We're giving cash on the spot, no trade necessary. Right now, we are buying local and giving more money than ever for local trades. Plus, while you're here, check out the 0% financing on 2025 GMC Sierra, or 2.99% for up to 72 months on 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. Feel Right Autoplex, we want your vehicle and we're willing to pay for it. Bring us your car today and leave with cash in hand. Come see us today at Feel Right Autoplex, Russellville.
All right, Greenwood leading 34-25. Russellville calling timeout to try to save the possession here. A minute 36 left to play here in the third. Now there's 21 seconds on the shot clock, but Coach Johnson saw what we all saw. It was a 10-second count in the backcourt, and we were getting close to it. Kyber White on the right wing goes inside to Lissy Harrison, who puts it up and in.
Good shot by Harrison. Guarded very closely there, but never put the ball on the court.
That stops a 15-0 run there by the Lady Bulldogs. It cuts the lead to 7 for Greenwood. Trapping in the corner. Whistle foul called on Russellville. And no, we're going to call a foul on Journey Clements. Swinging the elbow there as we had the trap. No argument from Ryan Castleman, so that's their third team foul. In the backcourt. Garner, pass in the front court. White to Harrison in the lane. Count the basket, and she drew the foul.
Number 10, Allie Fox.
Harrison now with 6 and looking for the and one.
I can't believe Greenwood's got 4 fouls this quarter.
Yeah, it was, by my count, it was 8-1 at one point. Not that the fouls have to be even, but 8 on us, 1 on them, and it's a little bit easier to deal with now. And Lizzie Harrison hitting the and one, and she cuts the Greenwood lead to 4, 34-30. It was a 9-point lead. Piercy got away with a travel there, drug that pivot foot, but that's okay. They threw it away underneath.
Russellville basketball.
They got the clock continuing to roll. They didn't stop the clock. And it should be 48 seconds left, and they rolled it down all the way to 41. Ours was at 48. They're going to put it at 45. It was more than that, but that's okay. The clock was rolling as they threw it out of bounds. Reset the shot clock, too. They do. Pass in the front court to White, and Kylie White had her pass knocked away, got it back. Again, her pass deflected, and we're going to call a what? A tied-up basketball to belong to Greenwood. Ashland Rose went to the deck. Greenwood wanted a foul. Russellville wanted a travel. It's the second time. I guess if you make both teams upset, you're doing a good job as the official, right?
Do you want me to agree with that?
The Greenwood player was talking to the official. She was complaining about something on that right before that. Here's a three-pointer hit by Spicer Fowler.
That's 3 threes in a row for Greenwood.
Lady Cyclones in the front court, lose the handle on the basketball, picked up there with 10 seconds. Here's Kyra White, a baseline jump. No, baseline. Say baseline. It was actually from the left side of the lane there. Kyra White with 7. Piercy's going to get that back at the end of the quarter. 39-32, our score. Greenwood has taken the lead after Lady Cyclones led by 3 at the half. We'll take a break. 39-32, our score. Greenwood with the lead. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Year in and year out, terrain changes, seasons change, even the rules change. But one thing stays the same. Honda ATVs show up ready. The 2026 Ford Trax Rancher, Foreman, and Rubicon are back, just as reliable as ever. Built to haul, climb, and conquer, these are the machines folks count on to get the job done, and they're available now at Honda of Russellville. There's a Honda ATV built for how you ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda ATVs are for riders 16 years and older.
You know how you tell yourself, my tires are probably fine, I'll deal with it later? That's exactly what Sheila thought. She was driving her 7-year-old SUV and everything seemed normal. Until one rainy day, she merged off the highway and the car started sliding. She hydroplaned, she hit 2 road signs, and she ended up in the ditch. And here's the frustrating part. New tires would have cost her $20 to get started. That's it. $20 could have changed everything about that day.
R&R Tire Express, where just $20 gets you started on a safe new set of tires today.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the final quarter of play. The Lady Cyclones trailing Greenwood 39-32. Russellville with the basketball. They struggled to score this entire game, but really it seemed like in that third quarter when Greenwood was making that run. We'll go inside to Jasmine Garcia, who's going to be fouled inside. The foul situation has been rough for Russellville to deal with. That foul's on Journey Clemens, her second. Garcia, who's going to the free throw line here, she has 4 fouls. Kyra White with 4 fouls. Lizzie Harrison, I believe, with 3. Garcia hitting the first free throw. She'll miss the second. Greenwood with the rebound. Lady Cyclones led by as many as 11 in the first half, 3 at the end of the first half. Greenwood took the lead thanks to a 15-0 run in that third quarter. They miss a shot, get the rebound. Shot blocked there by Harrison. Oh, a foul called on Lizzie. Is that her third or their fourth?
That's her third, I think.
Okay, then I'm missing a foul on somebody.
Oh, that's a great block.
It was a good block. Spicer Fowler, the free throw line, and the ball don't lie. She missed this one. Fowler is one of those 3 players that hit threes in the third quarter. She missed them both. 39-33, the Lady Cyclones trailing here by 6 with the basketball. Kylie White will launch a 3 from the left side. This one missing. Rebound underneath Greenwood. Spicer Fowler, and her pass intercepted there by Jasmine Garcia, who missed the layup, but she's hit the deck there as Ashland Rose. She beat Rose off the dribble, and Rose stepped in there And when you slide like that, generally you're going to get called for a blocking foul. She does. And Jasmine going to the free throw line for the second time this quarter. She's 1 of 2 there. She made 1 of 2 her last trip. 5 points tonight for Garcia. 65% from the free throw line coming into the game, and she hits this one. Trinity Spicer will check back in for Greenwood, replacing Journey Clemens. She hits them both. It's a 5-point lead for Greenwood. Lady Bulldogs in the front court. Trinity Spicer looked like she was going to go in the corner along 2. This is going to be missed. It hit the back of the iron and then up and hit one of those support wires. Second time we've seen that happen, 1 for each team. And so Russellville will have it with 7:02 left. Looked like Greenwood wasn't ready. The Lady Cyclones attacking here. Gets the layup. Layup there by Kyra White, who had checked in. Greenwood was kind of asleep. I don't think they realized we had inbounded it. 2 passes. We get the layup. The Lady Cyclones cut the Bulldog lead to 2. Here's a shot partially blocked there by Harrison. Greenwood had it, knocked away, picked up by Kylie White. Lady Cyclones could tie it with points here. Pass in the front court. Chloe Gardner will pass on the 3. Thought about it, got in the corner. It goes inside, ball knocked away, and let's see. Whistle, foul, called on who? I hate these loose ball basketball fouls where you're just going for it, and the foul's going to be called on Jasmine Garcia, who's just fouled out of the basketball game. You've got to be kidding me. I really hate these loose ball fouls because you punish a kid going for the basketball, and Russellville's leading scorer on the season has just fouled out, and their point guard. So if they're going to do it, they're going to have to do it without Jasmine. Greenwood leading at 39-37. Here in the corner, Piercy started her drive. They kick it back out to Rose eventually with it, splitting the double team and putting it up and in. So it goes from a 2-point lead by Greenwood, and we had the ball, to a 4-point lead for Greenwood, and they get the steal. Layup there is going to hang on the rim and fall by Craner there, her first basket of the game. Kylie White pass to Garner, and she's going to be fouled in the front court. That's going to be on Trinity Spicer, her second, and the team's second. And a timeout called by Russellville. Lady Cyclones trailing by 4, 43-39. Sorry, 43-37. Sorry about that. And so 6-point lead for Greenwood. We're going to take a quick break. 5:51 left to play here in the ball game. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation provides skilled professional care in a compassionate, supportive, and comfortable atmosphere. Whether it's long-term care, a short-term respite, or 24-hour skilled nursing, Stella Manor offers compassionate, professional support in a comfortable, family-like setting. With a full therapy program, hospice partnerships, and director-led activities every day, your loved one receives care that goes beyond the basics. Call or visit today to see the difference compassion makes at Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation.
We'll have senior boys action coming up after this. Remember, the Cyclones and Lady Cyclones Friday game as they're hosting Farmington has been moved to Thursday at Cyclone Arena. No radio that night, as here on KCJC you'll have Arkansas Tech, so it'll be stream only on the YouTube channel. So if you can't come out to the game, we invite you to join us there. Farmington girls are the best team in the conference. They beat this Greenwood team by 23 points. Easton McCullough, the fabulous guard, just a sophomore for Farmington, scored 53 against this Greenwood team. She is fantastic. 9 D1 offers last year as a 9th grader. Six-point lead for Greenwood, 43-37. Kylie White's pass is knocked away, whistle, and let's see, is it a jump ball? It is, and it'll belong to Greenwood.
We've got to be very careful with our passes with a little over 5 minutes to go.
Jasmine Garcia has fouled out of the basketball game. An errant pass by Greenwood leads to an interception by Chloe Gardner, taking it all the way. The shot won't go, but she does draw the foul. And that's on number 12, Trinity Spicer, her third. And Chloe going to the line for the second time tonight, where she's 2 of 2, 4 points on the night. All 4 of those coming in the second quarter.
Lady Bulldogs, number 2, Jody Clements, number 10, Hallie Fox.
She hits them both. 6 points for Chloe. Lady Cyclones trail by 4. Last year at this time, Greenwood was trying to score 100. They were shooting a lot, had 99, beat Russellville 99-42. A lot different resistance by the Lady Cyclones tonight. A year later, down 43-39. Greenwood missing shot, getting a couple offensive rebounds. Kicks it out. Clemens will hit the 3, her second 3 of the game. Greenwood, they got to feel lucky to be ahead here. In the first half, they couldn't hit anything. They were 0 of 16 from the three-point line. Only Kyla Piercy had hit a field goal for the Lady Bulldogs. She had 17 of their 18 points. And Lady Cyclones only led by 3 at half, but did not give up the lead until a 15-0 run by Greenwood in the third quarter. Off the inbounds pass, Russellville going to miss a 3. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Cyclones. Under 5 minutes to go, Russellville trailing by 7, 46-39. After Thursday night, a couple of road games coming up for Russellville, so it'll be her last chance to see the Lady Cyclones. On Thursday night, another 3 there by Clements, and it's their 10-point lead, and a steal by Greenwood, and a layup there by Piercy. Greenwood's starting to feel like they run away with it here. They're up by 12. Lady Cyclones throwing it away in the front court. 51-39, Russellville trailing by 12.
What Russellville has to do, they got to calm down and play their game, their tempo.
To be fair, you got your point guard on the bench with 5 fouls, and she's the one that sort of settles everybody down, Jasmine. Even though she's a junior, she's a 3-year player for Russellville, and you don't practice too much without Jasmine. I mean, she's fouled out of games, but not with 6 minutes left to go in the game. They'll miss a couple shots. They get the offensive rebound, but then it's taken away by Chloe Gardner. One-on-one's going to take it with the left hand. Chloe's got 8. Greenwood leading by 10, 51-41. The drive by Piercy, partially blocked shot. Whistle foul called on Russellville. And that'll be on. He said 33, but he said the different name.
Yeah.
So he means Staswick, but that'll be her second. Piercy hitting the free throw. Score not indicative of how this game's gone. If you look at it right here, Greenwood up by double digits. And it's a different game since middle of the third quarter. Russellville led by double digits 3 different times in the first half. Trailing here 53-41 after Greenwood making 2 free throws, and they get the steal. They're going to try to pad a little bit. They're going to go inside. The pass hits the bottom of the goal. Greenwood still with the basketball, but it was a loose ball they had to pick up. Piercy. Little fade away from 10 and got the bounce. 55-41. Cross-court pass, you can't do that against this press. They get a layup and a foul off the steal. Piercy's been everything for them. Everything. And Russellville just doesn't seem an answer to stop her right now. She has 39 points in this game. They got 40 now. It's a 17-point lead for Greenwood, and Lady Cyclones almost threw the ball away there. And I'm telling you, without Jasmine, they look like a fish out of water. Staswick going to inbound it in the backcourt to Chloe. Gardner, here comes the double team. Back to Anaya. In the corner now, in the front court. Cross-court pass from the right corner, left corner. Chloe Gardner for 3. Rattles home. and a timeout called by Coach Johnson. 58-44, the Lady Cyclones trailing here with 3:06 left to play here in the ball game. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
West Fraser is looking for skilled electricians to join their team in a role that's more than just a job. It's a career. If you've got experience with 3-phase power, 480-volt systems, and machine controls, West Fraser wants to hear from you. You'll work hands-on, solving real problems and growing with a team that promotes within. Solid day one benefits, competitive pay, and a culture that puts people first. Build your career with West Fraser. Apply today at westfraser.com/careers.
Welcome back. Lady Cyclones trailing here 58-44 to Greenwood. We got boys action coming up after this. Cyclone boys are 0-4, and they've really had some tough luck this year. They lost to Van Buren in overtime in a game that they should have had won. They led by 2 with less than 10 seconds left, and there was a steal by Van Buren underneath the basket. That player was out of bounds and should have gone the other way. And then, of course, this past week, or Friday of last week, lost a close one to Siloam Springs, in which it was a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter, and just lost in the fourth quarter. The Van Buren game lost in overtime, and they really need something good to break their way, and we're hoping to get that tonight. That'll be senior boys action coming up after this. Right now, 3:06 left to play in the ball game. 58-44, Greenwood with the lead. Greenwood with the basketball, too, after the made shot. And Rose got 5 with that basket there, 60-44. In the front court is Garner. Chloe gets in the corner to Kyra White. Double team, back to Chloe. She's along the baseline. She dribbled into the lane and turned around, missed the shot from inside. And there's Lizzie Harrison with the follow.
Well, that's a good offensive rebound by Harrison, putting it back up.
She's got 9 points. Lady Cyclones trailing 60-46. Ball knocked away or lost. Greenwood picks it up in the corner now. Rose. Couple passes will find in the corner. Fox will miss a 3. Rebound underneath. A shot put up by Piercy. That one's no good. Rebound Gardner has it for the Lady Cyclones. She'll get it into the front court because of a pass to Kyra White. There's Chloe. They're going to leave her alone. Top of the key 3. That one misses. Long rebound going to come to Kylie White. Pulls up from 10 left side. That one missed. Trying to go for the rebound. Knocked it out of the hands of Staswick. Greenwood coming up with it. Under 2 minutes to go. And now here's a foul called on Russellville. And now a technical foul called on Russellville also. It looks like they just got tangled up. Chloe Gardner is whistled for the foul. She got tangled up with a Greenwood player. She actually tried to help her, it looked like, and now they hit her with a technical foul. I don't think that was vicious. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should go back and look at it. But they've called a foul on Staswick. Oh, no, I'm sorry, on Chloe Gardner, and then a technical foul. So that goes as her second and her third personal foul. So this is the second foul called on Russellville on a player. I just don't think that was vicious. I think she got tangled up with her, and I thought she was trying to get untangled, to be honest with you. But they'll get 4 free throws plus the basketball, just like happened in the third quarter. They missed the first, hit the second. So the first 2 are the foul because it was the 5th foul called on Russellville. It's a team foul. So are technical fouls, and so now the technical foul is being shot by Piercy. She makes 1 of 2 of the first 2, hits this one, and waiting the second one, and they'll get the basketball.
You know, the look, the expression on that official's face, he looked like he was just waiting for somebody to say something.
It's really kind of gotten out of hand, to be honest with you. They've got 2 technical fouls on Russellville players. There's been, by my count, 14 fouls called on Russellville in the second half. Not that those have to be even or anything, just saying it's really kind of getting different game. There's a three-pointer by Clemens. She's a starter. She's still in there. 4 threes. Remember, last year they kept a lot of their main players in because they wanted to get 100 on Russellville. Russellville has emptied the bench here. And here's a shot made by Taylor Cole. Good job by Taylor.
Yeah, good shot, taking it to the basket.
That's the second time she scored in a Lady Cyclone basketball game as she's in the game. A three-pointer missed by Rose. Rebound underneath Greenwood. And let's see. This is going to be a tied-up basketball. If so, it should belong to Russellville, and it does.
Possession, Russellville.
Taylor Coe hitting that two. Bianca Silva, number 11, exchange student, coming in for Lady Cyclones. We officially played everybody in the game, and she'll replace Staswick. Kyra White, who in the game. She'll run the point for Russellville. Jasmine Garcia again fouled out with 6 minutes left to go in the game. A pass on the right side intercepted. There's a no-look pass on the right side, layup. That one won't go. A foul called on the Lady Cyclones. And this is going to be, they had to talk about it, make sure they had the same person. Kylie White is going to be whistled for the foul.
That's her first one.
Hunter's arrest will miss the first free throw. And now between the other two officials, a little conference. We've had a lot of conferences between the officials. Not sure what that one was. They didn't signal anything. The second free throw was missed also. Harrison with the rebound. They'll double team in the front court. And a foul called on Greenwood.
Foul number 15.
And that'll be on Hunter Zares, her first.
That's their fifth foul.
Yeah, it's their fifth. We had them as 4, but it's their fifth. And it'll put Kylie White on the free throw line, who has not scored tonight. She's 45% from the line this season. 5 of 11. Hits this one. She'll hit them both. 66-50, Greenwood with the lead. Under a minute to play. Right side, Eva Booth, as they've put in some subs now. Spicer Fowler in the game. She'll try to give it back to Zares. Booth, right side. Fowler will catch it along the baseline, and I don't know if it was a pass or not, but it's stolen away by Kylie White. I don't know if it was a pass or shot, so you give her a steal or a block shot. She'll lose the handle on it near midcourt, diving on the floor to try to get it back. Greenwood has it. They'll shoot a 3 from left side. That one misses. Rebound. Kyra has it with 22 seconds left. She double teamed in the front court. Whistle foul called, and so Kyra going to the free throw line. She has 9 points, trying to get 10 here if she can hit a free throw or two. Kyra, 67% on the year, will miss the first. Hit the first. 66-51. She's in double figures. Misses the second. Rebound coming to Greenwood. A rebound by Spicer Fowler, the junior. Greenwood does not have to shoot again. The shot clock is turned off. They'll launch a 3 from the right side. An air ball caught by Russellville. You're starting to put up your papers there, but
I can't believe with 7 seconds they shoot a 3.
Well, Lady Cyclones, valiant effort, but they lose it here by a score of 66-51. Not indicative of how this game went. The Lady Cyclones lose by 15, but they led by double digits 3 different times in the first half. Led the entire first half. It was a 15-0 run by the Lady Bulldogs when Russellville was up 25-19. To make it 34-25, and Greenwood never looked back. Lady Cyclones will fall to 1-4 in conference play, 8-11 overall. For Greenwood, it was 40 points by Kyla Piercy. She was their leading scorer and leading scorer for all of both teams tonight. Journey Clemens was also in double figures with 12 for Greenwood. They really had problems scoring in the first half, only 18 points in the second half, as we said, 66 for the game. For the Lady Cyclones, they were led by Chloe Gardner, who had 11 points, 10 points for Kyra White, 9 points for Lizzie Harrison, 7 for Jasmine Garcia, 4 points for Maya Ely, and 4 for McKinley Walls, 2 points each for Taylor Cohen and Anaya Stashwick, and 2 points for Kylie White. I don't know if you're ready with your totals or not.
Just about.
All right. I will say that Greenwood improves to 4-1 in conference play. They'll be tied for second no matter what happened tonight. We know that Farmington was up on Mountain Home with about 18 minutes left before their stream went down, so we assume that Farmington remains undefeated and Mountain Home falls to 4-1. That would create a two-team tie for second place. Van Buren started the night in fourth place. Lady Cyclones not in last, but they're at 1-4, and they're going to be a couple games out of that last spot. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, I think what we talked about is true. I think the officials let the game get a little bit out of hand. They tried to bring it back. It's just too late, and it hurt the Lady Cyclones. Greenwood was 6 of 13 from the three-point line. Russellville was 4 of 10, and we were 8 of 11 from free throws. But what really hurt us was the fouls. In that second half, we had 14 turnovers, a total of 24 for the game. Against Greenwood, a team like Greenwood, that's just not going to help you get a victory, that many turnovers. And again, I think it was a very highly emotional game. And again, I think the officials had a lot to play with that. I won't say more about them. But hopefully it won't carry over to this next game with the boys.
All right, we're going to transition over to senior boys after we take this break. This is Cyclone and Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
There's just something nice about having a friend in the business. Johnny Story in to visit with you about River Valley Furniture, Russellville. There's a good reason why River Valley Furniture has been in business more than 3 decades. More than likely, you, your mom and dad, or your grandparents have purchased furniture from River Valley Furniture, and now you have that same opportunity to check out their new Ashley Home Store, Highway 331. River Valley Furniture, south of high prices. Miller Roofing Company, proudly serving the River Valley for over 30 years, is seeking skilled professionals specializing in interior work with at least 3 years of experience. So if you're ready to bring your skills to a local, family-owned company that stands behind its work and its people, call Miller Roofing Company, 890-3499, or stop by their office at 318 South Arkansas Avenue. Miller Roofing Company, keeping homes covered.
Russellville School District has opportunities for you. Russellville School District currently has openings for custodial positions. Shifts are 2 in the afternoon until 10 p.m. Monday through Friday with an 11-month contract. This position has benefits, paid sick time, personal time, and retirement plans included. Insurance is offered. Russellville School District, achieving excellence together. Call 968-1306 or visit rsdk12.net to apply online and join the team.
Since 1971, Sorrell's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrell's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment and highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrell's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrell's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones.
Basketball season is finally here, and QC Training in Russellville is where players go to rise above the competition. Coach Quentin builds stronger, quicker, more explosive athletes with focused strength work, sharp footwork training, and the discipline every great player needs. If you're serious about making the roster, getting more court time, or becoming the player coaches can't ignore, this is your gym. Visit QCTrainingFitness.com or find QC Training LLC on Facebook to sign up. Spots fill fast. Lock in your future today.
As a dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Welcome back to Stewart Arena here in Greenwood. Getting ready for senior boys action. Boy, Russellville coming into this game 0-4 in conference play. They've had 2 games that just could not get any luck. They go to overtime with Van Buren, a late 2-point basket. That a little controversial on that tied the game, sent it into overtime, and they They didn't have any energy left, to be honest with you. It was tied 55-55, lost big in the overtime period. On Friday night, it was a 1-point game as it's a seesaw battle back and forth in the third quarter. They end up losing by 12. Just could not score in that fourth quarter. One made field goal in the fourth quarter, and they're sitting at 0-4 in the conference. And you just feel like eventually some of this luck's got to go our way. I mean, they had a tough game before that when they lost by 9. They just and you're hoping that it starts tonight as they're here taking on the Greenwood Bulldogs, who is 1-3 on the conference season with Russellville 0-4. What do you see from tonight's game?
Well, just like we saw in the last game, it's tough playing here at Greenwood. So don't get caught up in the emotion. We play our game, our tempo. We need to continue to shoot those free throws at an excellent pace. We were 10 of 13 last game. Got to avoid foul trouble. I mean, we've got to be playing under control. When the person we're guarding, if he fakes a shot, we keep our feet on the ground. Don't get faked out. And like you say, what hurt us last week was that cold shooting in the fourth quarter. We need to take advantage of Greenwood's mistakes, and we continue creating turnovers. With that, along with rebounding, limiting Greenwood to one shot, going for offensive rebounds, we will come out ahead.
The Cyclones lead the series with Greenwood 20 wins and 7 losses. And of those 27 matches, one time they they met when it was not a conference game, and that was last year. That was at the Rogers Classic last year. So when I say the Cyclones swept 3 games last year, that's why. They played them in the Rogers Classic, won that one, and then swept the 2 conference games. They had lost the year before, so Russellville has won the last 3 all last year. And the games typically were kind of close. I mean, Russellville won a 4-point game at the Rogers Classic, won a 9-point game, 14-point game here at Greenwood. That was their last meeting. Russellville won that game 60-46. Always seems to be highly contested. Even when Russellville was winning a lot of games, it always seemed to be really physical. Both teams really didn't like each other. There was a span, though, there that Russellville won 9 games in a row. And even then, it seemed to be a lot of bad blood between the two teams. Russellville always seemed to come out on top. Of the last 7 meetings, Russellville has won 5, as we said, 3 in a row, leading the series 20-7. The Greenwood Bulldogs are coached by B.J. Ross. He's in his 3rd season as a head coach of Greenwood. He actually came here from Charleston. He was the boys' coach here. Before that, he was actually coaching the girls at Charleston. Got away from coaching, was assistant principal for a few years, came out of coaching, coached the boys, and then he came over here. And when you look at the interviews that he gave when he became the Greenwood coach, so much of importance here is placed on football and then baseball for boys sports. And he said he embraced that, the fact that he didn't always get his football players. He embraced that. He welcomed it. Well, then after the first year, kind of changed a little bit, and he started looking at trying to get basketball-only players. In fact, last year they had a junior high team made up of kids who did not play football at all. And so they've tried to been not getting away from that, but trying to mesh that a little more with the players who are here just for basketball, or at least not being taken away by football, because understandably so, football is such an important sport here at Greenwood. And Greenwood, though, this year, 4-6 on the season, as we said, 1-3 in conference play. In conference, they lost to Alma, lost to Farmington. They did beat Harrison and then lost to Van Buren. They have not lost 3 in a row all year. Some of their wins, they beat Beebe, Waldron, beat Clarksville. They lost to Hugo, lost to Heritage. They'll be at Siloam on Thursday night. Again, all the games in the conference on Thursday night instead of Friday night this week because of the expected bad weather. Both teams going to their respective benches, getting ready for the starting lineups to be announced. We're going to take a break, come back, we'll go over the starting lineups, and then the tip-off. This is Cyclone Basketball on River Country, KCJC.
Johnny Story in with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Focus days are back at Arkansas Tech University. This is your chance to be an ATU student for the day and experience student life firsthand. Plus, you'll be among the very first to enjoy an exclusive behind-the-scenes preview of our brand new Ferguson Student Union before it opens. And we're giving away a $1,000 scholarship. Experience what it's like to be a student in the College of Arts and Humanities on February 13th. Visit atu.edu/focus days to register for free.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
At Union Bank, we're more than a place to keep your money. We're your friends and neighbors. Sure, we've got checking and savings and digital banking with all the bells and whistles. So what really sets us apart? We know your name, not just an account number. And we're focused on serving you and our community because just like you, we call this home too. We invite you to discover the Union Way, where relationships matter. Visit us online at gounion.bank. Union Bank, member FDIC.
I trust River Valley Tinting and Glass. Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
The Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us, Mike, whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op. It's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
Welcome back. The Cyclones going to start off with number 0, Marcellus Olson, number 2, Zayden Williams, number 4, Zay Thomas, number 21, Caleb Campbell, and number 35, Isaac Guillen, who's back after missing a couple games due to injury. For Greenwood, number 2, Ty Holt, number 4, Hudson Clark, number 10, Blake Christensen, number 33, Caden Mendenhall, number 50, Parker Thomas. B.J. Ross, their coach, is in his 3rd season. Greg Chenault, our coach, he's also in his 3rd season. The Cyclones wear their anthracite jerseys with The Ville written in cursive across the front, red and black trim. Greenwood in white with navy blue. The Cyclones will win the opening tip, moving towards our right as we're opposite the home fans and the benches in the press row, and Marcellus Olson on the right side. Picks up his dribble with Greenwood opening in a man-to-man defense. Get it to Caleb Campbell, backing his way in. He'll kick it in the corner. 3-pointer is going to be missed there by Thomas. It's saved in bounds by Caleb Campbell, but straight to Greenwood as he went kind of crashing in to where the student section is. They're a little bit above him there. They're not right on the front row, and they are hollering at him, as you would expect the student section to do. Turnaround jumper is going to be good by Parker Thomas, who gets the first basket for Greenwood. Shot that over Isaac Guillen. Cyclones trailing 2-0. Zay Thomas left side will kick it out. Zayden Williams left side. 3-pointer, nothing but net for Zayden. Got to get him going.
Well, it's good to see him hit that first shot, build up some confidence.
Even as a team, it's good to hit our first outside shot. Zayden almost a steal there as they tried to bounce pass it to Parker Thomas, the sophomore, who is posting up outside the lane, and Zayden stuck his big left hand out there and knocked it away. Seeing Lizzie Harrison come across here. She had a pretty good game, even though the late Cyclones got beat. She had 9 points in the loss. With it is Hudson Clark. He'll get it left side, eventually in the hands of Blake Christensen, the senior, at 12 points against Van Buren. Up at the top of the key, and junior Ty Holt. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Holt stutter steps his way, double clutch shot, and he'll get the bounce. Boy, that hung on the iron a little bit. And Greenwood a 1-point lead. They're going to knock it out of bounds as Russellville was trying to move quickly down the floor here. 6:33 left to play here in the first quarter. The Cyclones so inbound it right in front of the Bulldog bench, trailing 4-3. Marcellus Olson will get it On the right side, Zay Thomas. Quick pass inside and a quick shot there by Caleb Campbell, putting it up and in.
Yeah, I didn't put it on the floor. That's a good thing.
Well, and he shot it so quick he didn't even square up to the basket. He caught it with his back to basket, twisted kind of in the air. And Holt's going to shoot a three that almost brought rain and missed the shot on the rebound. We'll get a tied-up basketball as Holt came in to tie Zay Thomas. And it'll belong to Greenwood as we won the opening tip. The Cyclones leading at 5-4. The Bulldogs going to inbound it along the baseline. They're going to inbound along the baseline there to Thomas, who's too far underneath the basket, do anything with it. He'll kick it out after driving in the lane. They'll miss the three from inside, and Parker Thomas, the rebound, dribbles out to the corner. Will airball a three from the corner. Marcellus Olson will get the rebound for the Cyclones in transition. He'll throw it in the corner, whistle, a blocking foul taken by Hudson Clark, who was trying to take the charge and kind of leaned back a little bit. He was not really set, and I think he was expecting more collision than actually happened. And so that foul called on Clark and the first foul called in the game. And now an extended whistle, and I'm not sure what they're making Parker Thomas of Greenwood tuck in his shirt.
That Parker Thomas looks like a tight end.
He does. Inbounds pass for Olson along the baseline and popping free in the corner, missing a three, but we're going to get a foul called. And this is going to be on Caleb Campbell, who sets the screen, and they'll say a legal screen, so his first and team's first. When Caleb gets in foul trouble, a lot of times that's what it is. It's the screens that they'll call him on. So how about, let's just don't let him set any more screens. He's not allowed. We don't need to get him in foul trouble. Here's a block shot by Guillen, who did it with the left hand off the drive by Ty Holt. The Cyclones on the move. Great block by Guillen. Cyclones really missed his inside presence in the last two games. And now let's see, a scramble for the loose ball. Coach Chenault and Caleb Campbell was trying to call a timeout. Didn't get it called in time, so we'll have to use the jump ball to give us possession or help us keep possession, should say. And Cyclones again inbounding it along the baseline. Let's don't set a moving screen here, and they'll get the ball inbounds to Williams way out on the left side. A set a screen there, and they make the switch, and now Mendenhall guarded by Zayden Williams, and he finds underneath Caleb Campbell, who is wide open. What a pass there by Zayden Williams.
It was a good pass. Campbell's man got off of him.
Yeah, they set the screen, and one guy made the switch, one didn't. And Caleb did the smart thing. Hey, I'm cutting to the basket here. He's got 4 points and knocked out of bounds there by Campbell, and he knocks it off of Parker Thomas. So the Cyclones will have it leading 7-4.
Yeah, you set that screen for your teammate, you got to be perfectly still. That teammate's his responsibility to drive his man into you.
Well, they tried that if they would have picked and rolled, but it seemed like they just sort of lost Caleb in the shuffle. And they lost him again. He catches the pass from Williams, and Caleb Campbell with 6, all from inside. Russellville leads it 9-4. That time Campbell came off the screen himself, and he was wide open underneath. Ball knocked away by Zay Thomas. Holt has it for the Bulldogs. Mendenhall in the corner. Looking inside for Thomas. He's outside the lane, but he catches it working against Guillen. Too far underneath the basket. He's in the lane. He'll kick it out. Corner three for Christensen. Missed that one. Olson skies to get the rebound for the Cyclones in transition behind the play. He'll leave it for Williams. Right side three-pointer is good for Zayden Williams. His second three of the game. Cyclones lead it 12-4. Holt thought about a three. He'll throw it in the corner. There to Clark. He'll take it baseline around his man. Shot blocked out of bounds there by Guillen. It'll belong to Greenwood. That's the second block for Isaac here in the game. And Talon Heinzman, number 5, the sophomore, will check in. Guillen will check out. He's been off for a week and coming back from injury, and got to be careful with him. We need him for the long haul, and so Heinzman will check in and give Guillen a breather. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Mendenhall caught without a dribble. He'll get it to Holt on the left side, guarded by Zay Thomas. A little give and go, and Holt again faking a three. This time take it inside, and a charge is going to be taken. Or no, they're going to call a blocking foul, and this will be on Caleb Campbell. That's number 2 on him.
Foul's number 21, Caleb Campbell. That's his second personal.
And so that will put Ty Holt to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Question that call.
It looked like he was set, and
he did.
Maybe Caleb going to have to come out for a little while. Not sure. First free throw is good by Ty. And Campbell will go sit down. In for him will be number 12, Caleb Walton, a sophomore. Russellville, not very deep basketball team. It helps getting Guillen back. They usually go about 8 deep. Holt hits them both. I was excited. I thought they had retired that sound effect. They forgot on the first one. Hits the second one, though. 12-6, the Cyclones with the lead. Olsen on the drive, all the way. Marcellus with his first points of the game.
His speed and quickness is what caused that shot.
14-6, the Cyclones with the lead. Thomas working against Walton. Started left, comes back right. Pump fake, puts it up, no good. Rebound, snatched away there by Thomas for the Cyclones. Zay Thomas, not Parker Thomas. And now, whistle in transition. We'll get a foul called on Greenwood. Guess I need to call out first names because number 50 is Parker Thomas for them, and number 4 is Zay Thomas for us. I think the Greenwood student section didn't realize who the foul was on. Ty Holt picked up his first personal foul.
You know, I'm getting tired of the officials talking to our players and going over and talking to our coach.
Yeah, they're meeting, and they went over to talk to our coach and then their coach. So we had quite a few meetings in the girls' game. 2 technical fouls called on Lady Cyclone players in that girls' game. Olsen will fire, goes off the hands of Holt, but Greenwood has it, and then Sellis gets it back. He quiets the crowd briefly, takes it all the way with the finger roll. That one won't go. Rebound. Russellville flew in, could not grab the rebound. Let's see, whistle and tied up basketball. Possession arrow was actually turned off. So who knows? They don't have it. It's somebody unplugged it. Okay, they're going to say it's Greenwood basketball. Yeah, somebody unplugged it or something there. And they say, oh, yeah, it's Greenwood basketball, which I think it is. Walton will check out. Isaac Guillen will check in. Again, Caleb Campbell on the bench for the Cyclones with 2 personal fouls. The Cyclones leading 14-6 here, under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Step back 3 is going to be an air ball by Hudson Clark. Caught by Holt. He dribbles out. They leave him alone. Left wing three-pointer. Another air ball. 2 air balls by 2 different players for Greenwood. The Cyclones coming up with that rebound. Zay Thomas to get off to Olsen. And Sellis will use the screen and fires it in the corner. Williams open for the corner 3. You don't leave him open. He's got 3 threes in the game. 48 threes made by Williams on the season. He's got 9 points here, and the Cyclones lead it by 11. Parker Thomas, double teamed without a dribble. Squirts away, picked up, double clutch shot, missed from the inside by Clark. Had his own rebound. He goes to the floor. It's saved out of bounds before going out of bounds by Olsen. Thomas, Heinzman, cutting inside. Williams missed the layup. Zay Thomas had the rebound knocked from his hands. Greenwood has it on the move. Here come the Bulldogs and whistle, and let's see, a blocking foul called on Talon Heinzman, and that'll be his first and the team's third.
Heinzman just didn't get set quick enough to take that charge.
Yeah,
Good try, though.
I waited for a second because he wasn't set. Holt lowered his shoulder a little bit, and I thought, okay, I wasn't sure who they were going to call on that. 1:56 left to play here the first quarter. That's his first and the team's third. Inbounds pass comes to Parker Thomas behind the three-point line. He took a 3 earlier. He'll drive inside here and put it off the glass and in. He's got 4. 17-8, the Cyclones leading. Going to slow it up just a bit. Olsen in the front court for the Cyclones. We'll give it over to Zay Thomas. He started his drive, was cut off there by Hudson Clark at the free throw line. Here's Talon Heinzman on his drive, kicks it back out. 16 seconds to shoot. At the top, Zayden fakes a 3. Holt lost him. He'll drive around him off the glass a little too strong, but Williams gets his own rebound. He'll fake a 3 from the corner, and they're going to call him for a travel. 1:12 left to play here in the first quarter. The Cyclones leading 17-8. Thomas outside the lane was double teamed. Shot blocked there by Guillen. I think that's his third block here in the first quarter. Russellville on the move, a 2-on-2. They'll throw up a shot, but before the shot, we'll get a foul called on Greenwood. This one will be on the floor for no shooting foul. It's going to be on number 10, Blake Christensen. he's a starter, and I almost forgot he's on the floor. He hasn't touched the basketball in several possessions. They've been going mainly with Holt and Parker Thomas.
Ian went out, and Walton came back in for him.
Inbounds pass, eventually in the hands of Walton. Three-pointer from the right side for Caden Walton. He can be deadly out there if you leave him alone. The Cyclones up by 12. They're trying to answer. They'll miss from outside, but the follow is good by Parker Thomas. 20-10, the Cyclones with a 10-point lead.
Big old boy, we're going to have to block him out. Put a couple of people on him.
How often do you see a missed three trickle down to where the block is? Usually those missed threes give long rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Walton again open right side. Same result. Caden Walton with back-to-back threes. We can trade threes for twos. That'll be fine with us. A 13-point advantage for the Cyclones. They double-teamed Hudson Clark, and he threw it away. Goes out of bounds. And no signal. The official on the far side points to the official on the opposite side, said, I didn't see it. Did you see it? You got to ask the other official who is along that side. You can't ask somebody who is on the complete other side. And now they're saying it was tipped, and they're giving it to Russellville. And Coach Chenal saying, wait, how do you do that? Well, my problem is you got to ask the official who is also along that out of bounds. They asked the official who is on the opposite side of the court.
He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Their backs were to him.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. Are they going to get a shot off? They're going to throw up a prayer from the left side, miss the three, and we've come to the end of the first quarter. Good first quarter for the Cyclones as they lead it 23-10 over Greenwood. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Basketball on River Country KCJC.
A career in cosmetology is one where your success depends on you. But did you know cosmetology is more than just hair? If you want to do manicures and pedicures only, ask about the Nail Tech program at Arkansas Beauty College so you can provide high-quality manis and pedis to your clients. Arkansas Beauty College is also ACCSC accredited, so financial aid is available to those who qualify. To learn more, call Arkansas Beauty College at 968-3075 today. Earnings are according to the clients you build.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you've put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville. Ladies and gentlemen, this is River Country, KCJC.
9 points in that first quarter for Zayden Williams, 6 for Caden Walton, 6 for Caleb Campbell, 2 for Marcellus Olson. For Greenwood, 6 points for Parker Thomas, 4 for Ty Holt. Caleb Campbell picked up a couple fouls. He came out. As soon as he committed the second foul, he will not start the second quarter. But the Cyclones in that first quarter, the story, 5 made threes for Russellville in that first quarter. No made threes for Greenwood. They took a few, airballed a couple. 2 air balls on one possession even. The Cyclones made use of that. There's a drive kick out by Williams to Zay Thomas, and he'll miss the three. Ball tipped. Heinzman has the rebound. Double clutch in the lane. Draws the foul. Shot would not go. But Talon going to go to the free throw line on the season. 60% from the line, 18 of 30. But what a drive there. And we've seen Zayden here in this first quarter and first possession of the second quarter really do a good job of finding the open man. And everybody else, because they watch film thinking, hey, this is their main scorer, we got to stop him. Well, that's leaving other people open, and he is finding the open man. He did it a couple times when Caleb was in there, and he did there for Zay Thomas. A couple made free throws by Talon Heinzman as he hits both.
Plus, Thomas is hitting the boards. I got him unofficially 3 rebounds in that first quarter.
Heinzman comes out after making both those free throws. Guillen in for him. In the corner three try. Greenwood missing that one. Tipped up by Parker Thomas. Ball tipped around a couple times. In the lane as Christensen puts it up and in.
Christensen inside for 2.
His first basket of the game. Cuts the Cyclone lead to 13. Zay Thomas back to Sellis. Drive around. His man missed the shot from the Right side of the lane. Christensen, the rebound. Check that. That's Hudson Clark with the rebound. Christensen, right side. He'll miss the three. Backside rebound. Thomas touched it. Couldn't get it. They'll save it in bounds near midcourt. Hudson Clark on the drive. Beat his man. Hudson Clark's first basket of the game. Russellville's lead is down to 11 with 4 straight points by Greenwood after the made free throws by Russellville. Now we get an offensive foul called by the official. This is going to be on Zayden Williams on the drive. It negates the drive basket. That's his first and the team's first.
Well, his defender was moving with him, so I don't see how that could be an offensive foul.
And let's see, Isaac Guillen will check out of the game. Talon Heinzman checks in for him. I'm not sure what the delay was here, but the official, who's now the baseline, had held up action a little bit. So whatever it was, they've got cleared up. Cyclones with a double team. That'll leave Mendenhall open. Immediately goes inside to Parker Thomas. Missed the shot, got his own rebound. He'll kick it out for an open three, and they'll bank in a three. Micah Cowart missed that one bad, but he got the bounce off the backboard. And they've scored 7 straight points, Greenwood has. The Cyclones lead at 25-17. Sellis tried the backdoor cut there off the hands of Heinzman. And now a timeout called by Coach Chenault. We'll take a break. 6:14 left to play here in the first half. Russellville's lead is 25-17. This is Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Well, it seems in just about every game this year, the Cyclones go through spells where they have trouble scoring. That's the way this second quarter has started. The Cyclones with just 2 made free throws. It extended their lead at the time 25-10, but 7 straight points by the Bulldogs, and the Cyclones really need a basket. But first, they're going to have to get a defensive stop. Greenwood basketball here, 6:10 left to play in the first half. The Cyclones' lead is 8. Hudson Clark at the top. His pocket picked by Zayden Williams. Here's a breakaway, and he'll two-hand jam there. I think that's the first dunk that we've seen by Williams on this season. Two-hand throwdown gives us a 10-point lead, 27-17, and it's double-figure scoring for Zayden Williams. Greenwood back the other way, misses a three. We got a whistle and a foul underneath. This is going against the Cyclones. It'll be on Zayden Williams, his second. And Coach Chenault checking him. He's just making sure that it's 2 fouls, but he's not going to go to the bench. Off the inbounds pass, a three-pointer missed, and Talon Heinzman gets the rebound. The Cyclones, check that, sorry about that. Here's a three-pointer hit by Zayden Williams, his 4th three of the game. 30-17, the Cyclones up by 13.
I was going to say on that rebound, Heinzman got hit in the face.
Yeah, I noticed that. He lost the basketball briefly. It was inadvertent. It wasn't on purpose, but, yeah, he took a forearm to the face there. A three-pointer there by Zayden Williams, who's got 14 points, 4 threes, and the Cyclones lead it by 13. Little give and go. Nicely done there with Hudson Clark. Sometimes you give that basketball up and you kind of forget about your man. 30-19. Talon Heinzman takes it right back with a 2-point drive. 32-19. Cyclones up. Heinzman said, if they're not going to stop me, I'm going to continue to go. Pull-up jumper from 15 from the left elbow by Blake Christensen. He's got 4. And that makes it 32-21. 4.5 to go here in the first half. The Cyclones leading it by 11. They'll slow it up a little bit, and here's a lazy pass there. It's stolen away, Clark, and missed the layup. That might have been partially blocked by Zay Thomas. I couldn't tell. The Cyclones on the move. They have a man advantage in the corner. Three-pointer by Talon Heinzman. And now a timeout called by Greenwood.
Yeah, I got so excited I lost my headset, but that was a great defensive play, and I think it was tipped A lot of partial block, but a great shot by Heinzman there in the corner.
Yeah, Talon's got 7 points all in this quarter. He's got 2 free throws, a drive, a layup, and that three-pointer. The Cyclones, even though they experienced cold shooting in the first couple minutes of that second quarter, they pretty warm from the outside. You got 4 made threes by Zayden Williams, 2 by Caden Walton, and now 1 by Talon Heinzman. So that's 7 made threes, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter, and the Cyclones lead at 35-21.
The pressure defense that Greenwood's trying to put on them hadn't affected Russellville that bad, because you got somebody like Olsen who has the speed and the quickness to get around his man. So Russellville's handling that press pretty well.
35-21 our score after the timeout by Thomas, and let's see.
Another conference.
Well, the officials now are motioning people back to the benches, and yeah, they're going to talk about this. I don't know what's going on. So they first told Greenwood, go back to your bench, and I'm not sure what's going on. Now we got another conference here. And they told Greenwood go back to your bench, and Russell kind of went back to theirs. They had a little conference with the coach B.J. Ross of Greenwood, and now they're going to inbound it. So I have no clue what that was about. I'm just glad to see them not signal technical foul.
Oh, yeah.
Christensen on the drive, bounce pass down low to Parker Thomas. And a shot blocked from behind by Zay Thomas for Russellville, and on the rebound we'll get a foul called on the Cyclones. They're going to say this is a shooting foul. And it'll be on Talon Heinzman, his second. Mendenhall will be shooting a couple. What's funny about that is Parker Thomas, when he got the ball on the left block, if he goes straight up, he probably has an uncontested layup. But he pump faked and nobody was there. That allowed the defense to get there. And he kind of tried a reverse layup type thing. He got it blocked from behind by Zay Thomas. The first free throw was good there by Caden Mendenhall, his first point of the game. Walton back in for the Cyclones after that first made free throw. They make them both. The Cyclones lead is 12, 35-23. 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. Sellis in the corner to Heinzman. Zay Thomas is left alone. Instead of shooting the three, he'll drive inside and he'll hit the 10-footer. Maybe just inside 10 feet. That's Thomas's first. They just forgot about him, or miscommunication there. Nobody was guarding him. 37-23. Here's a steal by Talon Heinzman. A breakaway. He's going to go in and lay it over the iron. I thought he was going to throw that one down. He might have been thinking about it. Just laid it over the iron. 39-23, a 16-point lead for the Cyclones. A whistle foul the other direction. As Ty Holt's going to be at the go on the free throw line. This is going to be 3 fouls on Zayden Williams. No, okay, no, they say 2. They were saying 2 shots. Never mind. So erase that.
That's on Walton.
Yeah, Caden Walton. They've got the scoreboard all kind of messed up here because they've got Caleb Campbell in the game and he's not in the game. So Caden Walton is who I guess they mean.
They got us with 4 fouls, and Greenwood has 1.
I don't see where Greenwood has one. I think that's, if they've got one, I don't have it on there. The first free throw was missed by Holt. He missed them both. And now rebound, Zay Thomas has it for the Cyclones. Marcellus Olsen, double team. They'll dribble around that one easily in the front court. Sellis is going to take it in the lane, kick it out. Walton, right side, open 3. That one misses. Rebound, long rebound comes to Parker Thomas. That's a situation where we had good position, but the rebound went over our head. The other direction, they're going to hit a 3. Blake Christensen, how is that guy not even thought of in the first quarter? He's got 7 points here in the second quarter, and they never even let him touch the ball on the offensive side in the first quarter. And he's been keeping them in the game. 39-26, though, the Cyclones with the lead. Under 3 to go here in the first half. Jump stop and all the way. Zayden Williams will miss that one. Christensen the rebound for Greenwood. Holt's going to be called for the travel.
Yeah, Williams just hit a little bit hard off the backboard. I've got a foul on number 33, Mendenhall. They called one on him in this quarter.
All right, and that's the one foul on Greenwood. 39-26. The Cyclones with the lead, 2.5 to go here in the first half. Walton, top of the key, three-pointer, and missed that one. He's 2 of 4 from out there. Missed his last two. Christensen had the rebound, and he's cutting the basket after giving it up, and he's got the layup. 9 points for Christensen. It's an 11-point lead for Russellville.
A little breakdown in our defense there. We got to watch that.
Walton looking inside, nothing doing there. Talon Heinzman all the way, and shot goes out of bounds, but they say it was last touched by Greenwood as it was blocked out. Russellville inbound along the baseline with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounds pass comes to Williams. A little double clutch shot. Easy baseline jumper for Zayden. 41-28. The Cyclones with the lead. Three-pointer on the way. Hits there by Hudson Clark. His first three of the game. 41-31. The Cyclones lead is 10. Greenwood heating up a little bit. A couple three-pointers and made two. Inside, the Cyclones go to Zay Thomas. Lost it going up, somehow got it, was fouled, and made the basket. I'm convinced when he went up, he didn't have the basketball cleanly, just sort of got it while in midair, just flung it up there, and he's going to the free throw line for the and one.
Yeah, it came off that backboard hard and hit the front of the rim and just went backwards into the net.
That's the second foul on Hudson Clark, the second team foul called on the Bulldogs. Zay Thomas gets the and one. He's got 5. 44-31, the Cyclones with the lead. Isaac Guillen will check in, replacing Walton. Parker Thomas well outside the lane. One underhand flip it there to Holt, who will miss a three from the left side, and there's Talon Heinzman with the rebound. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Russellville leading at 44-31. Zayden Williams lost his footing. Ball rolls out of bounds. It'll belong to Greenwood. Bulldogs in the front court. Looking for the cutter. That's Parker Thomas. Around two defenders. Nowhere to go. Shot, I don't think it was blocked. I just don't think he had anything on it. Airballed a shot from the right block. Russellville has it. Shot clock is not turned off. There's 3-second difference. Zay Thomas is double teamed. He needs some help. He passes, and Sellis is able to save it to Williams. Corner three. That one misses. Backside rebound, Talon Heinzman. Shot clock is now turned off. 15 seconds left. Cyclones can play for one shot if they want to. 11 seconds. Williams uses a screen, then make the switch. Holt is now on Williams. Reach and knock the ball away. They can't save it in bounds, and 5.6 seconds left to play here in the first half. The Cyclones will have a chance at one shot here. Sliding into the really hard brick wall there was Hudson Nichols, a junior, and hit the back of his head. He's hurting a little bit. Official giving him some time. Russell will inbound at near half court. On our side, Zay Thomas will be the trigger man. Olsen will catch it. He'll take it right side all the way, and he's going to be fouled. Hits the shot. They count it. 1 second left.
Can you believe the speed of that guy?
That's number 3 on Hudson Clark. He's got 7 points, and Olsen is going to the free throw line for the and one. And Coach Chenault's taking out Zayden Williams just in case there's a rebound. Does not want Zayden picking up a third personal foul. 46-31 with 1 second left. The and one by Marcellus. It goes 47-31. And they'll launch one from beyond half court. It misses. We've come to the end of the first half. The Cyclones lead it by 16, 47-31. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Bill Rat Autoplex, we want your car. We're giving cash on the spot, no trade necessary. Right now, we are buying local and giving more money than ever for local trades. Plus, while you're here, check out the 0% financing on 2025 GMC Sierra, or 2.99% for up to 72 months on 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. Philroy Autoplex, we want your vehicle and we're willing to pay for it. Bring us your car today and leave with cash in hand. Come see us today at Philroy Autoplex, Russellville.
Year in and year out, terrain changes, seasons change, even the rules change. But one thing stays the same. Honda ATVs show up ready. The 2026 Ford Trax Rancher, Foreman, and Rubicon are back, just as reliable as ever. Built to haul, climb, and conquer, these are the machines folks count on to get the job done, and they're available now at Honda of Russellville. There's a Honda ATV built for how you ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda ATVs are for riders 16 years and older.
You know how you tell yourself, my tires are probably fine, I'll deal with it later? That's exactly what Sheila thought. She was driving her 7-year-old SUV and everything seemed normal until one rainy day, she merged off the highway and the car started sliding. She hydroplaned, she hit 2 road signs, and she ended up in the ditch. And here's the frustrating part. New tires would have cost her $20 to get started. That's it. $20 could have changed everything about that day.
R&R Tire Express, where just $20 gets you started on a safe new set of tires today.
Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation provides skilled professional care in a compassionate, supportive, and comfortable atmosphere. Whether it's long-term care, a short-term respite, or 24-hour skilled nursing, Stella Manor offers compassionate, professional support in a comfortable, family-like setting. With a full therapy program, hospice partnerships, and director-led activities every day, your loved one receives care that goes beyond the basics. Call or visit today to see the difference compassion makes at Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation.
We're here at halftime with the Russellville Cyclones leading the Greenwood Bulldogs 47-31. We built on that lead in the second quarter. Greenwood came back and made 3 threes in that second quarter. They're 3 of 15 from the three-point line and 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. Our Cyclones are 7 of 12 from the three-point line and 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. Did not shoot a free throw in that first quarter, but made up in the second quarter. Heisman hitting 2, Thomas 1, Olsen 1. Russellville's playing good defense. We're seeing the speed of Russellville, the quickness of Russellville, not only in Olsen, but also on Thomas and Heisman as well. Overall, I think we're doing a great job. We're playing good defense. A couple of fouls on Williams, a couple of fouls on Campbell. I don't think Campbell played in that second quarter. But,
no, he didn't.
But anyway, we're playing good defense and taking down with purpose in mind. That's the score every time we come down.
Yeah, the Cyclones are playing really well. They trailed 4-3 after that. They led the entire way. And it did get to single digits a couple times, but Russellville building it back up. And that last three-point play there, Marcellus Olsen gave the Cyclones a 16-point advantage here at the half. In the first half, Zayden Williams lead the Cyclones with 16 points in the first half. Talon Heisman with 9. Caleb Campbell was 6, even though he didn't play very much because of being in foul trouble and did not play at all in the second quarter. 6 points in that first half. 6 points for Caden Walton. 5 points for Marcellus Olsen and 5 points for Zay Thomas. For Greenwood, they were led by Blake Christensen, who had 9 points. He had all those in the second quarter. 7 points for Hudson Clark, also all of his in the second quarter. 6 for Parker Thomas, 4 for Ty Holt, and 3 for Micah Cowart. Hudson Clark for them has 3 fouls. For us, 2 fouls by Zayden Williams and 2 by Caleb Campbell. That's pretty much your foul and points update in the first half. Russellville averaging 54 points a game. Well, they got 47 in the first half, so I hope we exceed that. And as we lead it here, 47-31. We're going to take a break, come back with more of your halftime show. This is Cyclone Basketball on River Country KCJC.
West Fraser is looking for skilled electricians to join their team in a role that's more than just a job. It's a career. If you've got experience with 3-phase power, 480-volt systems, and machine controls, West Fraser wants to hear from you. You'll work hands-on, solving real problems and growing with a team that promotes within. Solid day one benefits, competitive pay, and a culture that puts people first. Build your career with West Fraser. Apply today at westfraser.com/careers.
South of high prices is more than just a slogan. Johnny Story in for River Valley Furniture. You know, Leon and Doug and their dad, the late Danny Duval, had a commitment for more than 3 decades, and that commitment was to provide great furniture value at a reasonable cost. South of high prices. And that's exactly what they do, along also now with Danny's grandson Hunter at River Valley Furniture locations on North Elmira and the new Ashley Home Store, Highway 331. If you find water leaking from your ceiling, it's important that you take immediate action to avoid further damage to your home. Leaky roofs never fix themselves or get better on their own, so even if the leak isn't that bad yet, you should get it fixed now. Call Miller Roofing Company. They've been serving the River Valley since 1991 with a reputation for superior work and reliability. So before that leak gets worse, call Miller Roofing Company 890-3499 to set up an inspection.
Russellville School District has opportunities for you. Russellville School District currently has openings for custodial positions. Shifts are 2 in the afternoon until 10 p.m. Monday through Friday with an 11-month contract. This position has benefits, paid sick time, personal time, and retirement plans included. Insurance is offered. Russellville School District, achieving excellence together. Call 968-1306 or visit rsdk12.net to apply online and join the team.
Since 1971, Sorrell's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrell's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment and highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrell's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrell's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones!
Basketball season is finally here, and QC Training in Russellville is where players go to rise above the competition. Coach Quentin builds stronger, quicker, more explosive athletes with focused strength work, sharp footwork training, and the discipline every great player needs. If you're serious about making the roster, getting more court time, or becoming the player coaches can't ignore, this is your gym. Visit QCTrainingFitness.com or find QC Training LLC on Facebook to sign up. Spots fill fast. Lock in your future today.
Welcome back. We're at the half. The Cyclones leading it 47-31. I don't know if I just haven't paid attention, but the Cyclones coming out. They did this before the game. They're doing this now, coming out of the locker room. Instead of just going straight and starting shooting, they start doing wind sprints. And wind sprints without the basketball, wind sprints with the basketball. And I'm not seeing that, so I don't know if it's a new thing or if it's not a new thing, and I've just missed it. The Cyclones leading by 16 here at the half.
One other thing I wanted to say very quickly is number 35, Isaac Guillen. What time he has played, he's already picked up 3 blocked shots. He's done a great job on defense in that middle. So I just wanted to bring his name to everybody's attention. He's doing a good job.
In the standings heading into tonight, Farmington and Van Buren tied for first at 4-0 in the conference. Almond Mountain Home tied at 3-1. Siloam and Greenwood tied at 1-3. Russellville and Harrison tied at 0-4. You don't want to give games away, but you got a tough one coming up later this week as the Cyclones hosting Farmington. So you wonder, look, you really got to get this one down. And again, Russellville just needs it because they've had some bad luck in a couple of their games in conference so far. A win tonight would really help our guys out, and especially looking forward to still a few games to get in top 4 to make it to the state playoffs. State playoffs this year is going to be hosted at Farmington. They're one of the 3 schools that put in a bid, along with Lake Hamilton and Mountain Home. It was won by Farmington, awarded at the end of last week. Farmington will be coming to Cyclone Arena on Thursday night, not Friday. Game scheduled for Friday, but all the games in the conference moving to Thursday because of expected bad weather late Friday night. Again, I think we get some of these games in, but the problem is those teams going home. And so you don't want to put Farmington in jeopardy riding a bus back 2.5 hours away from Russellville. So they're moving all the games to Thursday night. When I saw that Harrison was doing it with Van Buren, I thought, okay, they're probably going to happen. Now, there's no JV action, so we will be at 6 o'clock start for the girls, and so we won't be late with that start time. Greenwood taking some extra time back in the locker room. They're just coming out, and we are ready for the second half. The Cyclones and the Bulldogs. Russellville leading 47-31. Cyclones owning this series between these two teams. as they lead it 20 wins to 7 losses. They won the last 3. Again, those games coming last year. Russellville played 3 times because it was the only time these two teams ever met in non-conference. That was at the Rogers Classic last year. Greenwood get me out on the floor. It'll be Greenwood basketball. We start the second half. The Cyclones, it will be Caleb Campbell. I was checking to see. I was wondering if Russellville was going to start with him on the floor. They will. Again, he only played just sparingly in the first quarter because he picked up 2 fouls. 6 points for Caleb. But it's the original starting 5 for the Cyclones. Olsen, Williams, Thomas, Campbell, and Guillen. They're going to line up for a corner 3 by Christensen and hit. He picks up where he left off. Why was this guy not an option in the first quarter for them? He's in double figures with 12 points and a couple of threes. Sometimes you can outthink yourself on stuff like that. Olsen without the dribble, gets it to the high post, and Isaac Guillen, he backs his way in, trying to face the basket. His pass tipped, he got it, and more importantly, got out of the lane. 14 seconds on the shot clock. The Cyclones still with the basketball. Olsen started left, goes back right, jump stop in the lane. His pass deflected as it hits off the back of the backboard. Ty Holt had it, and he dribbled it off his foot out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say Russellville touched it. No, it is going to be off Holt. It'll belong to the Cyclones. 47-34, Greenwood hitting a 3. The Cyclones have not scored here, but not even a minute into this quarter. Williams goes inside for Zay Thomas. He'll miss the turnaround. Again, amongst 3 people, gets the offensive rebound and puts it home. Isaac Guillen, welcome back. His first points of the game, and that's huge. And now the ball was lost out of bounds on the drive by Christensen. He just lost it, and they say it hit the knee of Campbell, and Campbell smiling like the fact that, I don't know if it hit me, maybe it hit somebody else. And here's a steal by Zayden Williams. He has to avoid the official, and he stepped out of bounds. The official got in his way. He couldn't save it in bounds because the official got in his way. He was staring near the sidelines. So good defense by the ref there. If he would have gotten control of it, it was going to be a breakaway layup the other direction. There was nobody back there.
Well, that was a good anticipation of that pass.
Yeah, it was. Olsen almost had 1-2. Gamble did not get it. A reach-in ball knocked away by Campbell. Williams ahead to Selitz. It's a 2-on-1. Marcellus will take this one all the way. Missed the layup. They tried to take a charge. The good no call. If anything, it could have been a block because he set up really late. But no call there. We're going back the other direction. Here's the drive. They miss it on the inside, but Mendenhall got it, lost it. Campbell, I don't know if you call that a steal or rebound. He's double-teamed in the backcourt, and they're going to get a foul called on Greenwood as they grabbed a hold of him. I think that's going to be on Parker Thomas. No, it's going to be on Hudson Clark, his 4th. He's got 7 points in the game, and he's got 4 fouls.
He's coming out. Has a good rebound by Campbell and keep possession of that ball.
Sellis in the corner. Quick pass inside from Williams to Campbell, who missed it from left side of the lane. And they get the rebound. Good. We had a couple guys there thinking about swatting the basketball. Don't want to pick up a cheap foul there. A missed long 3 by Holt. They get the rebound. He calls for it back. This time he'll pass on the 3. Missed the drive as he goes barreling in there. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Greenwood. And Coach Ross is talking to the official, and he's wanting a foul called. Meanwhile, Zay Thomas for the Cyclones without a shoe. He had to put his shoe back on, so that was the issue there. Walton was going to come in for him, so he's just going to sit at the scorer's table right now. So you're not going to get foul calls, though, when you go in there out of control, and that's what happened with Holt. And officials usually won't bail you out on that. Now, Walton actually went back to the bench, so he will not check in right now. I'm sure we'll see him. Cyclones leading at 49-34, nearing the 5-minute mark left here in the third quarter. Cyclones still had a scoring lulls at times in the first half. They have one here in the third quarter. Couple shots from inside the lane, missed by Greenwood, and now we have a tied-up basketball to belong to Russellville as Parker Thomas and Isaac Guillen tied up on that. And now Walton will check in, replacing Guillen.
The few minutes that Guillen's plays, his presence is known.
Yeah, again, he was out all last week because of injury, missed a couple games, and something about game shape. When you're not able to run or do anything, your endurance is a little bit off there. And they're going to call the ball out of bounds, lost by Russellville.
Well, it looked like Thomas got hit from two different directions, but right in front of the official. But
yeah, just finish that thought. And they're being smart with Guillen and letting him get himself, work back himself in this engaged shape. Yeah, Parker Thomas getting a pass caught by Holt and putting it up and in. And Holt really kind of giving it to Olsen on that far side. But meanwhile, back here, the action is Zayden Williams is the guy they can't stop, and he just put one up and in on the drive. He's got 18 points, 51-36. Crossover dribble there by Nichols. He'll miss that one. Rebound. Parker Thomas has it. Now he's going to be tied up. One official calls a tied up, and the other official called a jump ball.
The official underneath called a jump. The official on the outside.
Oh, now, okay, so the official underneath called a jump ball. The official out on the side called a foul. And so they're going to call the foul. They are going to call the foul on Campbell. That'll be his third. And now we have another foul called, and this is going to be on number 4 for Russellville, Zay Thomas.
Wow.
When an official blows a whistle and he's got a fist, that means he's got a foul. If he's got an open hand, he's got a violation or a jump ball, and that's what happened on that previous play. The Cyclones, a couple fouls here, but not giving up any free throws yet. Here's a drive, and they'll kick it out to Mendenhall on his drive, and now here comes the free throws as we've got another foul called on Cyclones. 3 fouls on this possession. I think this is going on Walton, but yeah, that'll be number 2 on him. And the third team foul called on Russellville, all on this series, and Mendenhall will go to the line to shoot 2. He's 2 of 2 from the line in this game. Cyclones leading 51-36. Sure it'll feel like momentum's on our side, though. They'll hit that first free throw. Greenwood established in 1915. Always like to look up the most famous person. It's always got to be a football player if you're talking about Greenwood. Probably Tyler Wilson, Cotton Bowl MVP in 2012.
Oh, a lot of pushing in there. No call by the official.
Well, what happened was a missed shot on the free throw. They got the rebound, put it up and in, 51-39, just like that. Here's Sellis on the drive, and he's knocked to the floor. We'll get a foul called on Greenwood.
Foul's number 50, Parker Thomas. That's his first.
And that's on Parker Thomas. Number 1 on him. They're a big guy. Lob there caught by Holt on the interception. 2-on-2. Mendenhall shot blocked. Holt gets the rebound, puts it up and in. And now, do we get a timeout or what?
No, got a foul.
And this foul's going to be on Ty Holt. Do they count the basket? They're going to count the basket, but they got a pushing foul on Ty Holt. And so you do count the basket, 51-41. Holt picks up his second personal foul on the push. That's 3 team fouls and a timeout called by Greenwood. I never saw him signal count the basket, but I assume they did because they haven't taken it off the board. We have a meeting by the officials during this timeout, as they don't have the timeouts on the board, but I think this is a timeout called by Russellville.
That's who they pointed to.
Yeah. But the official underneath said it was a push by Holt after the basket. We assume after the basket. He said push and 2, and we have a 2 out there. They have a 2 out there. I wanted to make sure that it was on their number 2 and not ours.
I don't know if the officials are trying to get control of this game or what, but there's a lot of fouls here in this third quarter.
Yeah, they picked it up a little bit. 3:45 left to play here in the third. It's a 10-point lead for the Cyclones. Had a 15-point lead, but they scored the last 5, cut down to 10. Feel like momentum's gone their way a little bit. There's a Williams and gave it to Heinzman, who lost his balance, is going the other direction. Three-pointer by Greenwood was missed. Mendenhall on the follow is going to be fouled. They had a second foul shot that went in, but that was after the foul call. Talon Heinzman picks up his third. And Mendenhall, whose only points has come from the free throw line, will shoot 2 here.
Wow.
And that'll be the 4th team foul in Russellville. Heinzman has 3. Campbell has 3. Williams and Walton each with 2. Campbell's out of the game right now. The free throw is good by Mendenhall, and it's a single-digit lead by the Cyclones. Guillen will check in, replacing Walton. Mendenhall 4 of 5. Missed that free throw, 4 of 6, and Holt, he goes crashing in there and hits the deck a lot. Flops a lot. And does that there, but does not draw a foul call or anything like that. It's just out of bounds on Greenwood. Under 3.5 to go here in the third. The Cyclones hanging on to a 9-point lead right now, 51-42. They've gone cold in this quarter, only 4 points in the quarter. Zayden Williams, double clutch shot, count the basket, and he drew the foul. That was the right time. I'm glad I said that when I did. He's got 20. Going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Ty Holtz picked up his third. Okay, they're talking to the lane. Holt's the one that committed the foul, but he's over by the bench. But the official stepped in and said something. Now, I don't know if he's talking to all 4 of them or just all. I shouldn't say 4 players. All 4 guys from both teams. Or if it was something else directed at one player. The free throw was good by Zayden on his first free throw attempt of the night. 3-point play gives the Cyclones a 12-point lead. Holt, a 3-pointer, will miss that one. Rebound, tipped around. Zay Thomas has it. Whistle and a jump ball called, and it'll belong to Greenwood. I think that was 2 Russellville guys that actually had the possession, and they called the jump ball. Guillen and Thomas, I know, had a hold on it. Maybe Parker Thomas for Greenwood had it, not sure. You don't know sometimes when it's same team. I'll throw it at the feet of Parker Thomas. Well, he's all over the place. He hits the shot from inside. He's got 10. And he had a couple chances to lose possession of that basketball as it was thrown at his ankles, which is the worst place to throw it to a big man. He's able to get it, hit the shot for Greenwood. It's a 10-point lead for the Cyclones. Zayden Williams in the corner, guarded by Holt. Well, jab step not there. He'll step to the side, miss the 18-footer. Rebound Parker Thomas for Greenwood. Nichols in the front court will get it to Mendenhall. He'll stop on the right block. Here's Parker Thomas from the right elbow. Kicks it back out. Mendenhall will miss the 3. Rebound, Guillen has it. And now whistling a foul as a reach-in foul is going to be called on Blake Christensen, his second personal. That's the one we need to get in foul trouble. He's got 12 points, and that's the 15th foul on Greenwood. We're going to walk it to the other end where Isaac Guillen's going to shoot 2. 2:20 left to play here in the third quarter. 54-44. The Cyclones with the lead. Both teams in the bonus for the rest of this quarter. Isaac 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Doesn't shoot many. Good enough to be 56%. We'll take any kind of points here. I'll keep this at double digits going into the fourth quarter. First free throw is good, and Caleb Campbell is set to check in, but he's supposed to check in for Guillen, so he'll wait. Campbell with 3 fouls. He's been sitting on the bench for a little while in foul trouble. 55-44, the Cyclones with the lead. Second free throw by Isaac. He'll miss that one. The rebound tipped around, and Parker Thomas has it for Greenwood.
Yeah, Heinzman had a shot at it, but just couldn't get his hands on it.
Holt will give it out to Christensen, 15 feet away. Hands in the face there. We don't want to let him get an open look. Holt will launch the 3, and he hits. That's his first made 3 of the game. He's taken quite a few. That's the first one he's made, and now it's an 8-point game. Russellville leading at 55-47. Guillen looking inside. The cutter is Thomas. He's posting up now, and they get it to him. Nice grab there by Zay Thomas. It looked like that ball was going out of bounds. He'll work in the lane with a jump stop in the corner. Heinzman passes on the three, drives inside, double clutch on the shot, misses there. Guillen is fouled going back up, and we get a foul call. They could have called foul on Parker Thomas on Heinzman, but they get that on the follow. And is this on Mendenhall? Yeah, it's going to be on Caden Mendenhall, his second. And it's going to put Guillen at the line once again. He was 1 of 2 earlier. On the previous possession, he's got 3 points in the game. Here with 1:34 left to play in the third quarter. Free throw by Guillen is good. He's hit 2 of 3 there. He's got 4 points. And still waiting at the scorer's table is Caleb Campbell to check in. Isaac taking his time again, misses the second. It's 1 of 2 both times. 56-47. The Cyclones lead it by 9. Here's a steal by Heinzman. He can't save it in bounds. He knocked it over there. And now Caleb Campbell will check. He replays it. Guillen. Guillen looks tired. He's walking to the bench. He's taking his time there. He's gave Russellville some good minutes tonight coming back from injury. Got injured in the Mountain Home game. So he was part of that one in both games last week. Parker Thomas, who's in the lane, he'll get the pass out to Christensen on the drive. Whistle foul called on Caleb Campbell. That's number 4 on him. Oh, and that'll be free throws for Blake Christensen. That's just bad luck. Look, he was trying to stay straight up and down, moving along the right side of the lane. And it's going to end up 2 free throws for Christensen, who's got 12 points in the game, his first free throws tonight. Miss this one off the side of the iron there, and Caleb Campbell plays less than a minute, picks up a foul. He's got to come out. You have to. I mean, you want Caleb in there, but there's a little over a minute to play in the third. You need him in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you got to save him for that one.
He's averaging just under 13 points a game, but he's got 6 tonight because of being in foul trouble. Christensen hits 1 of 2. He's got 13 points. It's back to an 8-point lead for Russellville as they cut into it just a little bit. 1:10 left. Here in the third, Thomas will give it to Williams, who's been kind of quiet here in the third quarter with just 5 points in the quarter, and Russellville turns it over on the pass. Holt will check back in for the Bulldogs. 56-48. You got to keep this around 8 to 10 points. You don't want them to get any closer to start the fourth quarter of play. Anything can happen in that fourth quarter. Parker Thomas working left side of the lane. Double teamed without a dribble and steps back to the baseline and missed the shot from there. Heinzman the rebound, gives it off to Sellis. Marcellus behind the back dribble in the front court, will leave it for Zay Thomas. 3-pointer for Zay. He's had a 3-point play. It's his first 3 of the game, but he could knock him down from out there. And the Cyclones up by 11. Almost a steal by Heinzman. Christensen in the lane, too hard on the shot. Ball tipped, hits the floor as a scramble for it, and Williams comes up with it for the Cyclones. He'll go in the front court. Shot clock is off, and he's going to slow it down. Thomas is on. Boy, that's a good matchup for us if they just leave it one-on-one with Thomas. They're going to double team him, and it gives Guillen an open look. He's going to get in the corner. 3-pointer there by Zay Thomas. They're going to get a half-court shot. No, he hit it, but they wave it off. It was well after the shot, so 62-48. Wasn't quite half-court. Not as impressive as Jasmine Garcia's. We're going to take our timeout here as we've closed out 3 quarters of play. The Cyclones lead at 62-48. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
As a dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Johnny's story ends with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Welcome back. One more quarter to go. The Cyclones, a minute left. We're up by 8. They built it up to 14 off a couple huge threes by Zay Thomas, who has 11 points. His career high is 14 this year. Did that against Siloam on Friday. 2 big threes there by Zay, and some big defensive stops there by Isaac Guillen. And Russellville will start the fourth quarter with the basketball, leading 62-48. Caleb Campbell on the bench with 4 fouls. He will not start this quarter. Heinzman with 3. He is out there. He'll dish it over to Walton on the right side. The Cyclones running a little bit of clock. Here's Zay Thomas. Give one-on-one, and we missed the layup. That's okay. I like that. I'll take one-on-one with most of our guys against most of their guys.
Oh, anytime.
We're gonna win more than we lose there. Holt will miss a 3. He's won for a lot in this game. The rebound comes to Zayden Williams for the Cyclones, and the Cyclones going to spread the floor. Not running time off the clock. We want to get that matchup. And here it is. Sellis against Parker Thomas. See if he can beat him off the dribble. He dished it out, got it back. Here's Heinzman. He's bumped there a little bit, and we'll let that one go. And he'll catch it after they double-team Williams and whistle and a foul called. This is going to be on Greenwood. That almost could have been a flop call because there wasn't as much contact. They were lined up to take the charge, but Heinzman was actually in the air. And that is number 5 on Hudson Clark, who fouls out with 7 points. We had a better angle of that. I mean, it was a foul, but I'm saying they were sort of leaning back before there was ever any contact. Talon Heinzman going to the free throw line here. He's got 9 points tonight. All 9 of his points coming in the second quarter, and we needed every one of them in that quarter. That always seemed to be coming at the right time. His first free throw is good, so he's in double figures. He had 10 against East End. His career high is 12 earlier this year against Osceola. He's got 11 as he made that free throw there. Coming into the game, 60% from the free throw line, but he's a perfect 4 from the line, and that'll up his average. 64-48. The Cyclones with a 16-point lead. Under 7 minutes to go. Holt lost the handle on it, has to retreat back to get it. Working against Williams. Don't pick up that foul, Zayden. Reach in, he knocked the ball away, but Holt picks it back up. He stops left side, shoots the 3, misses the 3. And Zay Thomas with the rebound for the Cyclones in transition. Didn't like the numbers. Fell down, but he got the pass off. He slipped down. He's slow to get up. Heinzman, double clutch on the drive. Missed the shot. Tipped up, no good. Rebound comes to Greenwood. A player down for Greenwood. Parker Thomas, he's up now. And Zay Thomas seems to be okay, but he hit a wet spot on the floor, it looked like. Feet just went out from underneath him. They'll miss a 3 from the top of the key. And whistle, and on the rebound, we have a tied-up basketball. And Zay Thomas now noticeably limping, and he's asking to come out of the game. He is hurt. He's limping to the bench, and as thin as Russellville is, we really don't need that. And he's holding that right heel or ankle or Achilles tendon. And Isaac Guillen will check in, replacing him. The alternating possession goes over to Greenwood.
I thought he double dribbled.
And we got a foul called on the Cyclones, and this will be on 35. Is that who did it? Isaac Guillen. That's just his first, and the team's first. Inbounds pass comes to Holt. He'll hit the 3 from the left side. Ty Holt's got 12. 64-51. The Cyclones lead it by 13. Caden Walton looking inside for Guillen. He'll kick it right back out to Heinzman. Beats his man off the dribble. Layup won't go. Guillen had it, but had it taken away by Holt of Greenwood. And we get a foul at the half-court line. This is going to be on Zayden Williams. That'll be number 3 on him. And Caleb Campbell will check in, replacing Guillen.
Williams has got to play smart for the rest of this game.
Looking at Zay Thomas, he's down at the end of the bench standing, but he's being checked on by the Greenwood trainer. I was looking down there for a while. I didn't see any trainer or anything like that, and I wondered. And now the assistant coach, Isaac Ragland for Russellville, also down there to check on it. Holt on the drive, count the basket, and let's see. Yeah, count the basket. He drew the foul. Is this on
I can't believe
Campbell?
that.
Campbell holding his hands up, and the official giving him the explanation. They do count the basket. Caleb Campbell just fouled out of the basketball game with 6 points. And Holt will count the basket there. He's going to the free throw line. And so Campbell's out with fouls. Zay Thomas is just now being taken back to the trainer's room. And so the Cyclones have only played 7 players tonight, and they want to take a timeout to talk about it. Before Holt's free throw, we'll take a break here with 5:37 left to play in the ball game. The Cyclones lead by 11, 64-53. This is Cyclone basketball on River Country, KCJC.
Focus days are back at Arkansas Tech University. This is your chance to be an ATU student for the day and experience student life firsthand. Plus, you'll be among the very first to enjoy an exclusive behind-the-scenes preview of our brand new Ferguson Student Union before it opens. And we're giving away a $1,000 scholarship. Experience what it's like to be a student in the College of Arts and Humanities on February 13th. Visit atu.edu/focusdays to register for free.
Well, Caleb Campbell's just fouled out of the basketball game on a drive there by Ty Holt. And he's played very little tonight because of being in foul trouble. 6 points for Campbell. Zay Thomas, who is taken back to the trainer's room of Greenwood, he is coming back now to the bench. Like I said, the Cyclones have played 7 players tonight. 1 is out because of fouls. 1 is not ruled out because of injury, but is injured. The Cyclones, though, hanging on to a lead, 64-53. It's going to be tough. 5:37 left. See how they can hopefully eke out a conference victory here.
Williams is the next one. He's going to have to play very carefully with those 3 fouls. I said it before, but they're going to try to get a foul on him, so he's got to back off just a little bit.
Yeah, he's got 3. Heinzman's got 3 also. Holt to the free throw line, who scored 5 points here in the fourth quarter, make it 6 as he hits that one. It's a 10-point lead for the Cyclones. You got to be smart. Maximize possessions. Celis Olson. Here comes the double team. A pass ahead of it before the double team got to him. To Williams, and the Cyclones setting up their offense with 25 seconds on the shot clock. You don't want to just kill time, but you don't want to take quick shots either. But when you're open like that, Walton missing the 3, chased down in the corner by Williams. Another possession for the Cyclones. When you're open that bad, I think you do take it, especially when you're a 3-point shooter. Caden Walton's got a couple threes in this game. Heinzman in the corner. We'll get it to Walton at the top of the key. Man-to-man defense by Greenwood. 20 seconds on the shot clock. The drive ball tipped away, picked up by Celis Olson in the lane. Double clutch shot, kisses it off the glass. He's got 7. When you can run that much time off the clock, get an offensive board to start it over, and then end up with a made 2, that's a good thing. Olson almost knocked the ball away. They almost had an over and back, and then they throw it away as he goes too tall for Parker Thomas and caught by Isaac Guillen.
Yeah, it kind of surprised Isaac getting that ball that quick.
Caden Walton, they gambled, they lost. Brief 5-on-4, nothing to do with it. Heinzman on the right side gets it back to Olson. Under 4.5 to go. Russellville leading 66-54. Williams, 3-pointer from the corner. No good. Rebound, Olson. Here you go, jumps higher than the man that was guarding him. Christensen had him blocked out. He did not make contact. Olson, he just went up for it. That's all he did. He's guarded by Holt now. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Backing it back out is Williams. 15 seconds to shoot. Going to set a screen, left side. They make the switch. Got a mismatch here with Parker Thomas. He'll give it to Heinzman. Heinzman, is going to draw a foul as they tripped him up at the free throw line. He had his man Christensen beat, and Christensen committed the foul, and that's 3 on him. Oh, they're going to call it on Thomas. Yeah, I didn't think that was him. I thought that was Christensen. That's number 2 on Thomas. Not a shooting foul. The Cyclones will have it on the baseline. That's okay. We get a fresh 35. Inbounds pass comes to Olson. Any other time he might have shot that shot. He's going to drive inside and a reach-in foul called on Greenwood. This is actually good for Greenwood because if they're going to be behind, they may want to put Russellville on the free throw line. And they didn't have enough fouls. They're still 2 away. But another 35 for Russellville. Inbounds pass comes to Williams, guarded by Holt. On the double team, they knocked the ball away, but standing out of bounds was Hudson Nichols. That's a lot like the play against Van Buren when they stole it and hit that shot to tie the game. Now, their coach is giving it to the official.
Pump him.
And we got warned for stuff like that on the girls' game, not the boys' game. And they're saying that he saw it too. Number 1, Hudson Nichols, actually stood out of bounds when he knocked the ball away. It was a clean steal, but he was standing out of bounds, so in essence the ball was out of bounds. 3:35 left to play here in the ball game. The Cyclones leading it by 12, inbounding it once again. This one goes into Guillen, off the glass and in. What an assist there by Heinzman. Cyclones up by 14. Guillen with 6 points.
Watch the foul. Watch the foul.
What a pass by Heinzman off the inbounds pass. Heinzman with the steals. He knocks it away. Walton ahead to Talent. 2-on-2. Right side. Hangs in the air. Talent Heinzman has tied his. No, he's gone. He's got his career high now with 13 points. His career high was 12 against Osceola. He's got 13 tonight. Third time he's been in double figures. Here's Holt. He answers with a drive. The Cyclones leading 70-56, racing in the front court and going to slow it up. No reason to get in a hurry here.
No.
Olsen will give it to Williams on the right side. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They left Olsen open, and he'll catch it near the half-court line as he backs it back out. Guarded by Parker Thomas. Not close enough for a 5-second count. 9 seconds to shoot. Olsen will beat him off the dribble and a whistle and a foul, and that's got to kill Greenwood there because 4 seconds on the shot clock, they commit the foul. Now, I think we were going to get a shot from inside 15. It's just you play defense that long before you commit the foul.
Is that 5 or 4 on them?
I thought that was 3 on Christensen now. Oh, you meant the team. That's 4 on the team. I thought you meant on Christensen. And we're going to get a timeout here with 2:22 left to play in the game. The Cyclones leading at 70-56, and we'll take a break as Russellville called that timeout. This is Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
Once again, we play Thursday night instead of Friday. The game against Farmington has been moved from Friday to Thursday. All the 5A West games have been moved to Thursday night. And so be at Cyclone Arena if you're going to be there. If you're not, we'll be on the live stream here. We will not have radio that night as Arkansas Tech already had a game scheduled here on KCJC. The Cyclones scored 69 points against Charleston. That used to be their season high. Tonight they've hit it here against Greenwood, 70-56 with 2:22 left to play in the game. The Cyclones hoping to pick up their first conference victory, and they can just hang on. They've been very smart offensively. The Cyclones have been milking as much clock as they can, making a move with under 20 seconds to go each time, and we'll see what they draw up here as Russellville called timeout. Off the inbounds pass comes to Zayden Williams again. Anytime he might have shot that 3. But they're going to run a little bit of clock here. Ball knocked in the backcourt. The Cyclones retreat and get it. Olsen with it now. The next foul called on Greenwood will put us on the free throw line. And now a timeout. No, a jump ball called. It'll belong to Russellville.
Jump ball. Possession, Russellville.
I thought we were about to call a timeout. 2:07 left to play in the game. The Cyclones leading it by 14. I'm surprised. I thought Coach B.J. Ross would say foul immediately to put him on the free throw line to extend this game. Olsen gets a pass over to Heinzman. Cyclones just playing keep away right now. 2 minutes to go, but 13 seconds on the shot clock. Williams, they make a switch there on the screen, and he's going to be fouled. They say along the baseline, but that's 5 fouls is what we have, so it should be Zayden going to the free throw line. That's number 4 on Christensen. And Williams, who's only 1 of 1 tonight from the line, but 21 points for Zayden tonight, 71% on the season. Will shoot a couple here. A minute 54 left to go in the game. At that one, 22. Cyclones up by 15 here.
Free throws are so important toward the end of a game, especially when you're holding on to a lead.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter here, Heinzman hit a couple free throws, and now Zayden Williams hits a couple here in the fourth quarter. Russellville up by 16. Good offensive possessions there by Cyclones, and I think that might have been what sealed it. 16-point lead with a minute 48 left.
Don't foul, Williams. Don't foul.
And no reason to put them on the free throw line. Parker Thomas goes inside, shot blocked there by Olsen. They're going to get a foul on Sellis. That'll be his first and the fourth team foul. It's going to put Parker Thomas on the free throw line. Thomas has 10 points in the game. He scored 6 points in the first quarter, but was held kind of quiet since then. And he's going to the free throw line first time again tonight. And we confirmed that is on Olsen, his first.
Going in like that, we need to just let Thomas go, and we want the ball on the clock.
First free throw is good there, 11 points by Parker Thomas. Holt is following Zayden Williams around. I mean, he is way away from the basket, and Holt doesn't want him to get the basketball. A little late for that. He's got 23 points in the game. Parker Thomas hits both of them. The Cyclones lead by 14. Inbound it to Olsen. He double-teamed. He runs right past it in the front court. Sellis will stop and let the double team fly by him. Minute 30 left. They're playing chase. Williams gets it over to Heinzman. Feeds it inside to Walton. Missed the shot from underneath. He was wide open underneath. Good shot there. Just did not finish here. The ball knocked away there by Williams. Greenwood gets it back. We got a whistle and a foul call. They pumped and got us up in the air. And we'll get a foul called on Guillen. He's slow to get up. He's got faked up. He came down on the top of Parker Thomas, and Guillen got the worst of it. That's number 2 on Isaac, the 5th team foul on the Cyclones. Tough to keep your feet sometimes when the big guy goes in there and pump fakes, because I know Guillen's already blocked a couple of his shots and wanted another one. Thomas 3 of 3 on the free throw line now as he hits that one. Used part of the rim to get that one to go. Got 13 points for the sophomore. Thomas to the line, and that one just died there on the back of the iron. All the rebound goes out of bounds off of Greenwood. They did not start the clock. Nothing ran off of it, so it'll be Cyclone basketball. Russellville leading by 13, 72-59. And now the official stopping play, which we had an inbound to talk to Holt. He said, you put your forearm on him. You can't do that. And he's talking the official about it.
Well, he's grabbing his jersey, grabbing Williams' jersey there in the front.
Russellville, they're moving, but the ball still hasn't been given to the official. Or by the official to the so now they're going to let Greenwood get set the way they want to. Inbounds pass comes to Williams. All that, we got the inbounds pass, and the Cyclones are going to get in the front court. Olsen with it. Back to Walton. Here's Zayden. Russellville playing keep away around the half-court line. Heinzman over on the right side. Lost it for a second. Got it to Williams. They're not fouling. They're just chasing, and now they're fouling. They're trying to foul Olsen, and they do with 13 seconds on the shot clock. If they were trying to foul the entire time, they did a horrible job of it.
They did.
Because they had a couple chances, even to foul Olsen there. And that foul on Thomas, that's his third. And Marcellus going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
I like the way Heinzman picked up that pass down around his ankles. He was like a short hop hit to the shortstop.
Marcellus shooting a couple here. Will miss that one. He's 1 of 2 from the line. He has 7 points tonight. Official, I don't know what he was signaling, but take his time to signal something. before he handed the ball back to Marcellus, who hits the second. He's got 1 of 2. The Cyclones lead it by 14, 73-59. Holt will miss a 3. Long rebound tipped out by Heinsman in the back court. He's going to go in, miss the layup. The trailer there is Guillen, who puts it up and in. Isaac Guillen with his career high. 75-59, the Cyclones leading by 16. Guillen with 8 points tonight. Holt will drive to the free throw line, and he'll miss the 15-footers, hit the side of the backboard. A rebound, a floater in the lane. They won't get the bounce for Christensen. Out of bounds. It'll belong to Greenwood with 19.1 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Greenwood will have it underneath their basket. Russellville leading by 16. Cyclones going to move into a tie with Greenwood in the conference with a victory here. A three-pointer. They try to bank one in. Missed that one. Sellis goes to the knee to get the rebound. He'll go in the front court. A 2-on-1. He's going to lob it for the alley-oop for Zayden Williams. The alley-oop from Sellis Olsen to put the exclamation point on the victory tonight as the Cyclones defeat Greenwood 77-59. Exclamation point for Williams with the assist from Marcellus Olsen. And Russellville wins it by 18 points tonight, 77-59. It was closer than that late. Russellville wins it going away. We'll take a break, come back with your postgame show. This is Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
At Union Bank, we're more than a place to keep your money. We're your friends and neighbors. Sure, we've got checking and savings and digital banking with all the bells and whistles. So what really sets us apart? We know your name, not just an account number. And we're focused on serving you and our community because just like you, we call this home too. We invite you to discover the Union Way, where relationships matter. Visit us online at gounion.bank. Union Bank, member FDIC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op, it's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you've put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Welcome back. The Cyclones leading it here, or winning it here, 77-59. We'll go through the scoring totals. For Greenwood, they were led by Ty Holt, who had 17 points in the game. They had 3 players in double figures. Ty Holt had 17, 13 for Parker Thomas, and 13 for Blake Christensen. 7 points for Hudson Clark, 4 for Caden Mendenhall, and 3 for Micah Cowart. For your Russellville Cyclones, Zayden Williams with 25 points tonight, scored in every quarter. I tell you, he did not hit a 3 in the second half, but he did plenty in the first half, hitting 4 threes, but 25 total. 13 for Talon Heinsman. That's a career high for him. His previous was 12 against Osceola, 13 points tonight. 11 points for Zay Thomas, 8 points for Isaac Guillen. That's also a career high for him. Marcellus Olsen with 8 points. Caleb Campbell, who fouled out, didn't play very much, but he got 6 points in the game. And Caden Walton, 6 points, a couple of threes for him. That was all the scoring. That's all Russellville needed. Their highest scoring output of the season, winning it 77-59 to move to 1-4 in the conference. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, Greenwood was 6 of 15 from the three-point line, 11 of 16 from the charity stripe, whereas Russellville was 9 of 16 from the three-point line. And we continued our free throw excellent shooting. We were 12 of 15 from the free throws. Just a great job by Thomas. I've got him unofficially for 7 rebounds along with his points. And Heinzman, I've got him with 4 rebounds, even though he picked up 3 fouls. He played a great game. He was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Everyone, this is a team effort tonight to win this game. Everyone did a great job.
Yeah, the Cyclones are winning it by a score of 77-59 and moving into a tie with Greenwood. Maybe a couple others, depending on what happened tonight in the 5A West. Once again, all of Friday's games for the 5A West been moved to Thursday. So Cyclone Arena on Thursday night for the girls and boys games. They host Farmington. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Cyclone and Lady Cyclone basketball. Our next broadcast will be Thursday, 6 o'clock for the girls game. No JV, so we'll be on time. And 7:30 for the boys. It will not be on KCJC. It'll be a live stream only. So here on Cyclone Booth YouTube channel, that's where you can find the game. We thank Stephen Barrow, engineer back at the Russellville Studios, so much for engineering this broadcast, keeping us on the air. And we thank you for listening, watching, however you tuned in tonight. Once again, our scores from Stewart Arena and Greenwood. The Lady Cyclones led the entire first half, but ended up losing to Greenwood 66-51 with 11 points by Chloe Gardner. The Cyclones, behind 25 from Zayden Williams, defeat the Greenwood boys 77-59. For Stephen Barry and Aaron Duval, I'm Mickey Duval saying to you, good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Basil. So long, everybody.
Russellville Cyclone basketball on River.